Alright, who's in the chat? Just me. Anyone here, and can anyone hear me? Alright. Let's see, we have how many people in the chat? 0 people. Alright. Let's watch some okay. Let's see, is anyone in the chat? Alright, we got 5 people in. Okay. In the chat, 0 people. Okay, I can hear myself speaking. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's see the show. Alright. Alright. Let me just continue further. Alright, so we have 0 people in the chat. Alright, I'm just gonna continue further into here. Okay, oh, Gary Jackson's in the house. Alright, let's go. Here's the first one in the chat. Okay, 9 people in right now. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, we got rotary motion as well. Alright, we got 2 people in. Alright, let's go. Alright, good sound. Okay, that's good. Or should I make it louder or not as loud? Okay, it should be fine. Alright, let's see. We have 9 people in the chat. And yeah, today I'm just going to continue from the previous one. I just wanted to finish up on that targeted individuals and voice in the head stuff because there's some more bizarre cases. That's pretty remarkable. Alright, let's do some housekeeping while other people join the chat if we do get people joining. But let's okay, keep as is. Alright, sounds good. Alright, so as always, go to MES links, guys. All the links will be in the links. So links will be all, basically links to everything MES is there. And I'll just put this in the chat there. And here is the link to the links is this Telegram right here. I mean, it's on this, on Hive right here, on Peaked D, which is on Hive blockchain. I'm just gonna edit like this so we can edit. Okay, zoom out. Alright, oh, that's live and as you know it is in the house. Let's go. Alright, good evening, inmates. That is true. Once people realize we're basically inmates, it's like a open prison, open field prison. Premium video online. What in the world's that? Okay, the next setup. Oh, Tasha Teeling. All right, that's live and as you know it's sent to you here. Welcome on board. But yeah, that's life. Yeah, I should be on. I should join one of your streams next time. If you want, actually, maybe next week or the week after, I could join your stream if you want to do the same time, 1 p.m. Saturday. That'd be pretty epic. I could join your stream, and I'll just tell everybody this next stream is going to be on your channel. All right. Okay, so we have so many people. We got 12 people now. People showing in. Okay, so there's a link to the links. See that else? Housekeeping. Okay, there's become a super fan. Guys, become a super fan and give me a bunch of cash monies, and you get emojis. And if whoever's super fan, put in some emojis right here. Right here, $15 Canadian or about $3 American, and you get a bunch of these cool emojis and a trophy badge. All right, the next setup. Donate, yeah, as always. You can also donate in other ways: super chats, crypto, PayPal, etc. Just throw a bunch of cash money at me, and yeah, eventually, when I go to John Hutchinson's lab, maybe I'll message him in a few days or not, just to see if I can just show up at his place unexpectedly. All right, and some other stuff. Mute Telegram notifications. There's some housekeeping. Mute. Everything's fine. All right, and the next setup. Oh yeah. Also, yeah. So Saturday, as I mentioned before, Saturday, August 31st, 9/11 live stream hangout with a lot of the usuals, and I believe yeah, that's life. You'll be there as well, and. Mark Cullen may make an appearance, and Andrew Johnson will make an appearance as well, and also Norman from 9/11 Revisionist will be there. And then September 11th, Wednesday, we'll have a group 9/11 summary, so that'll be pretty epic. and I'm starting to message people again to get to do live stream guests. I've just been taking that off for a while, and I will get back on that, getting next level guests. And also during the JFK anniversary, we'll have I'll likely have Alan Forrest going. Apparently he's had decades long research into the JFK PSYOP. Everything's a PSYOP. Or Timothy Sullivan, nearly forgot to show up here. Yeah, good to have you in here. And yeah, thanks for reminding me of that JFK those photos from his his previous day. So I have some scheduled posts about JFK. Let's see what I have. If you go in my also the next part of the the next part of the housekeeping is Telegram. So everything I do is throw up on Telegram first, and then afterwards I share elsewhere. So this is kind of like where I put my notes in and stuff. So I have some scheduled posts coming up. So this is JFK. So he had a gay best friend named Lem Billings, and who also had a room in the White House when JFK was president. And some of the photos, as a warning, are pretty fruity. What in the world is JFK doing with this? Oh, don't forget, Kerry Sentence gets sentenced at the end of the month. Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, I will have to talk about that as well. Yeah, definitely, I'll bring that up in the live stream. All right, so yeah, so anyways, there's JFK, and so on. There's rumors and even books written about it. All right, anyways, going further. Let's see what else we wanted to go. Oh yeah, so JFK assassination. We'll see what the date is. JFK assassination wiki. What day is that? Let's see. That's gonna be on. It's November 22nd. So the anniversary would be. Let's open this up on November 22nd. Yeah, so we'll have Saturday the 23rd. So we'll do one on that. That'll be pretty epic. I'll have JFK. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, that's live. All right. And speaking about this gay or pride or whatnot. Apparently the women's boxing has XY chromosomes are in the finals for both. Or both of the finalists have XY chromosomes. So it's official. 2 finalists for women's boxing at the Olympics are this guy Iman Khalif and Ling Yung Tam. Both have XY chromosomes. All right, interesting. And if next set you're up for a stream, let's do that instead. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's do it for sure. So 1 p.m. PST, August 17. On TLBNA as we know it. Okay, I just put a bunch of extra letters. But anyways, yeah, for sure, let's do it. Okay. Alright guys, it's official guys. I'll add that as well in here. MES on That's Life stream. August 17th. 1 p.m. Pacific. Oh man, it's gonna be epic. Let's go. And yeah, that's life. It was great to have you on the on that Boston 9/11 truth. 9/11 business. Now what have we got here going on here? A bunch of tinfoil hatters. All right, yeah, definitely. I'm like tinfoil like housers, but the whole house on tinfoil. All right, because especially if you have a blue roof. Or actually, if you have a blue roof, you're fine. Apparently. All right. Okay, guys. So that's live. I'll be on the live stream. So there will be no live stream on MES. I'll forward that for next week. It will be on That's Life channel, and we'll drop a bunch of bombs. And yeah, I was actually on the Boston 9/11 Truth, and That's Life was also on there as well. Never forget Moonchild. Let's go. Yeah, definitely. And let's go here. Over 100,000 people taken to the streets in Serbia. Oh, is that for the bronze medal win or something? For the Olympics? They won bronze against Germany. That might be why. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, this was the Boston. Yeah, so apparently, yeah, Boston 9/11 Truth, they do weekly agendas and so on. I mean, I did weekly Zoom meetings, and then 9/11 sent me, forwarded me this one, so then I joined the meeting, and then I ended up having another, quote, debate with Richard Gage and David Chandler, and this time about planes. And they were making stuff up about the plane swaying upon impact. I mean, the building swaying upon impact. and so on, and then they wouldn't let me share my screen or anything and debunk them. But it was pretty hilarious. You could see that they were both flustered, like they're pretty flustered, wondering why is this guy talking back to them. And I was showing off their, basically exposing their nonsense. But anyways, here's a frame by frame again. We're talking about hidden tech. This is hidden tech. This is not a conventional. Well, again, I have to be careful because YouTube already banned me from commenting for a while. But anyways, this is not what it seems. Look, it goes in. There's no swing. Oh, that's life. Thanks for the donation. Epic stuff. Let's go. Yeah, guys, be like That's Life and throw a bunch of cash money at me. And then here, I'll zoom in and then watch it. So basically, it goes in completely. And they also they Boston 9/11 Truth. They kicked out Norman as well, and they had another. They blamed him for an alleged hacker that was drawing D's on the Zoom call. Okay, but anyways, I'll zoom in here. Here's a zoom in. Why does it just go back to the proper? Okay, there it is. It goes in, no reaction, completely in, delayed explosion out there. Okay, so that's wild. That's absolutely wild. Yeah, they were ganging up on MES. Yeah, definitely, definitely. And then even that Gene guy was there, and he was like, because when I said, I'm like, there's nothing comparable to this explosion. What I was implying was there's no plane crash comparable to it. And he's like, oh, if there's nothing comparable, how could we, ever find out what it is? Or I'm like, stop making up stuff. Anyways, there it goes in like that. And then speaking about this, so see this giant explosion. Okay, see this giant explosion. Okay, so I have this one here. Was brought to my attention earlier. I'll do a post about this because this one seems absolutely ridiculous. So apparently, this guy named Stanley Primov, Stanley Primov is a survivor of the attacks on the World Trade Center on December 11, 2001. He worked as an executive for Fuji Bank on the 81st floor of the South Tower WTC2, the second tower that got struck. He was one of only 18 survivors within or above the impact zone of United Airlines. So not only do we have that Edna Cintron or whatnot, or whatever her name is, was inside the hole and waving, I think, in the North Tower. In the South Tower, this guy here apparently survived. So there's the cookie cutter there. And now this guy survived here in the red. So apparently he survived, and then he said that he saw the, quote, plane. And then he also said that, so here is the premise, when American Airline Flight 11 struck the North Tower, Primus started to evacuate from his 81st floor in the South Tower. So again, there's a giant explosion. Let's see this again. There's a giant explosion. Apparently he survived somehow, allegedly. So it goes in there. I just want to go to, let's go compilation. Oops. Just to show the giant explosion. Okay, so there's the, so if we go here, so apparently he allegedly saw this, and he was inside that window there. Let's go. I just want to get to a one that's facing it directly. Okay, this one here. Actually, yeah, this one is a bit obstructed. Okay, this one is good. Okay, let's unmute. Let's go back. Let's go with sound. Okay, this one is moving away. I'll get to the better one. I think there's this one actually. Yeah, this one's good. Okay, this one here. Let's just show the full explosion. Then the next one. Just what is it? Okay, this one here. So see this giant explosion? Yeah. So see this giant explosion there. So again, and not only is it not like the building itself was pretty much intact. Apparently, this guy was right there during that explosion, like, and then he survived. He went down, walked down apparently. Okay, yeah, that is true. Yeah, so Gage and Co were not ready for MES because they don't think MES knows as much as he does. That is true. For a fact, he's running scared from me due to the interaction. Definitely. I remember when Norman in that live stream, in the Zoom call, when Gage started talking, then you joined in and you're like, I would love to talk to you. And then he's like, I'm sure you would. And he even told Gene to kick you out, and I think Gene followed orders. Anyway, so there's a person inside here, allegedly, and he said that he saw the plane. So here, when American Airlines Flight 11 struck the North Tower, Premise started to evacuate from his 81st floor. So he started to evacuate in the South Tower, but he returned when the security guards of the building said the South Tower was secure, and workers should return to their offices while making... so why were they telling him to go in there? So security guards are telling the people stay in the buildings. What an absolute madness are there? Okay, and then workers should return to their offices. While making a phone call from his office, he looked out to the south side of the building and spotted United Airlines Flight 175, again, allegedly, flying towards him. Primuth froze up as aircraft approached, unable to decide what to do, but at the last moment, he dove under his desk just as the plane crashed in the building. The left wing sliced through his office. But a location of office relative to this. But the wing is right here. I mean, the wing is here. So he's saying it sliced through his office somehow. Okay. Location of Primuth's office relative to the impact site. So he's saying it sliced through it. Sliced through his office and became lodged in a door 20 feet or 6 meters from him. Yeah. Timothy Sullivan, I appreciate the repetition of allegedly. That is true, because it's like, this is my BS... radar is tingling like a lot. Like this guy, so he's over here. He says the wing sliced this part, but the wing is here allegedly, and there's no slice marks here except this little. Yeah, there's a cut here somehow. And then going further, and then became lodged in a door 20 feet from him. So he says the left wing was lodged in a door 20 feet from him. 20 feet from him. So this whole thing is 200 feet, 208 feet. So 20 feet is going to be like somewhere around here or so. So he's saying that the left wing somehow got lodged up top here and it's sliced there, but it's not even as that high. Primuth was bruised and exhausted and covered in debris after the crash, which left him stuck and unable to escape on his own. Well, okay, Darren Adams, hi Matt, how's it going? Okay, so while Primuth called for help, Euro Brokers executive Brian Clark from the 84th floor and a group of his coworkers were debating. So we're debating in the stairwell whether to descend through the impact zone using the stairwell, which they had been told was impassable, or to climb to the roof. And Clark heard Primuth's car arrest for help and made his way to him by using his flashlight and following his voice, and so on. My peeps said Jeremy's in the house. As Clark was on his way to find Primuth, he looked back towards his coworkers and saw they had climbed. They decided to climb up the stairs instead of going down anyways. So apparently he walked down, and they ran down the stairs. And somehow, okay. So I don't know about this. This is and again, the wings can't slice through steel, and it's not his area there, and it somehow got lodged in. It lodged in the door, and then somehow the passport flew out, and then it was found on the ground there. So going back here, passport. So whenever you hear debris, foot planes. And then, the passport, this one is on the 9/11, which guy's found on the Trump shooter one. And so this one here, you got to play this all the time. Okay, I got to unmute.
The New York officials revealed another development on Saturday. New York officials revealed at a news conference here in the city that a hijacker's passport was found blocks from the World Trade Center crash site, if you can believe that. No other details were given, but the discovery prompted the FBI and police to expand the search area down in Lower Manhattan. That a hijacker's passport was found blocks from the World Trade Center crash site, if you can believe that. That a hijacker's passport was found blocks from the World Trade Center crash site, if you can believe that. The hijacker's passport was found blocks from the World Trade Center crash site, if you can believe that. That if you can believe that. That if you can believe that.
All right, yeah. So if you can believe that, and this picked up before the towers fell. So again, a lot of absolute nonsense going on. But again, I have to be careful about how I word things now, because YouTube is absolutely like wilding. Okay, so what it started doing was, so YouTube. I got this message yesterday saying commenting pause to protect the community. We discovered that comments you left may violate hate speech policy. And it was my own comment replying to someone about the alleged planes. So this is my comment I put in Pastebin there. So yeah, you could also always send a link to use Pastebin or whatnot, or another setup. The passport thing makes total sense and is easily explainable. Yeah, that is true. It is easily explainable. Yeah, the police gave themselves passport. Yeah. Do you know that German advertising that day played some days before the crowd? Yeah, I think I know what you mean. They had some crazy plane through a building. Okay, and then so this one here, and then and this one here, I commented like a year ago or something, or and then on this video, and this is on someone else's, but on my own channel, like I wasn't even able to comment. Okay, YouTube giving me this hate speech warning for a comment that I forgot I made on this video like a year ago, and don't even remember what it was. If I actually posted the posted the comment, what it was, I don't even remember what it was, but they gave me for this one here. We discovered the comments you left may violate hate speech. Well, like what? But this video is pretty epic, actually. Weapons for Ukraine. Let's go. Weapons for Ukraine. Yeah, this one here. I think I downloaded. Okay, another epic edit. Okay, here.
So can the U.S. deliver the heavy weapons? The U.S. has contributed, I think, nearly $2 billion in aid, militarily, economic, since this war began. Can the U.S. be doing more?
The most important thing right now is the weapon systems, the weapons they need. They need to have Stingers and the Javelin. They also need anti-aircraft capabilities. They need anti-missile capabilities. They need anti-tank capabilities. There's a lot of weapon systems, the weapons they need. We have to bring these weapons to get the weapons to the Ukrainians, to move these weapon systems to deliver.
Raytheon, the second largest military contract.
The Ukrainians providing weapons.
Contractors in the world.
The most important thing right now is the weapons.
We should arm the Ukrainians.
Providing weapons, providing supplies, defenses to arm with weapons, with ammunition.
We have to simply do more, to do something more.
To do more, we will have to do
like
more.
Like imagine this. So that's the news one. So like MES Livestream is pretty much like it's like a news source. So imagine I brought in like some government agents or some people with the deals with the contractors to be like, so what do you think U.S. should be doing with this Ukraine? They'd be like, oh, we need more weapons, more. We need to fund Lockheed Martin more and more. All right, keep going.
Interest.
Well, this guy's
She's
good.
the chair of the BAE Systems Board of Directors.
By the way, I've been always for us to update
heavy weapons. We ought to be giving them anti-ship missiles, combat jets, good fighter, ammo, howitzers, plenty of firepower, everything. Tanks, the Javelin, get those weapon systems. The S-300 is a good start, but boy, have we got better kit than that to offer, frankly. Patriot, THAAD, additional offensive capability.
All right, yeah, so all those weapons, and then last week there's a quick market crash there. But then everything but Lockheed. Okay, so this one here, so Bitcoin, crypto, it had a brief crash, but it reminded me of the COVID 2021. So anyways, a lot of stuff crashed, and as Iran was allegedly, all at the same time. So Japan had a giant market crash, and then that carried over to US. At the same exact time, Iran is talking about bombing Israel. And I think, again, it's all coordinated, and then they dumped everything. Except Lockheed Martin stock just kept pumping. So Lockheed Martin stock, at the time when the whole markets are crashing, goes to a record all-time high. So there's Lockheed Martin. So if you want to invest, if you invest in war, you're pretty much guaranteed to make a profit. But you lose your soul though. Anyways, okay, video preparing. 9/11 version is preparing video for Storm 11. It's already been flagged. Hate speech. Yeah, that's the usual. Well, same story for Desert Storm versus Saddam. Yeah, that's how it is. All right, let's continue further. The password was made of steel or concrete, so it survived while the steel and concrete turned to dust. Boom. Okay, that is true. Well, fire burned steel, not paper. All right, going further. The next one. Okay, so I'm continuing from my last live stream on Voice of Skull Tech because there was some extra info that was pretty interesting. And also, I wanted to make a point right here. So if you notice, what I always try to throw in technology and science in everything I do, especially the conspiracy game, because science and technology is the name of the game. I can't stress that enough, and will always be the name of the game. So make sure to tie this in for all worldviews. Like the people that run the world have advanced tech. If anyone that says otherwise or tries to downplay what this means, then don't listen to them. They're gonna give you half truths because advanced tech literally is pointing towards the agenda as well. In my view, technology, science, is it's like a physical manifestation of what they actually want. So they want to, which in my view is they're trying to become God and through knowledge, etc. And that is again through science, technology, which is their religion, or their means to their religion. But anyways, going further, MSM article about targeted individuals. Okay, I'm gonna go through some of this. So some of this I'm gonna be researching on the fly. The rest is a holding pen. All right, that's a lot of stuff. But again, science technology is it's like a means and also like their actual purpose. Okay, there's mind games, tortured alive. This is from Wired. I'm gonna read some of this. So some of this is research. Some of this I've already looked at, but some of this I'm just gonna be researching it live. And I think I had some other stuff on there. Actually, before I get to this one, I want to bring up a point that actually someone from Boston 9/11 Truth mentioned. So apparently Teddy Roosevelt. Roosevelt. Okay, how do you spell Teddy Roosevelt? Advanced tech weapons will kill America's war machine. Well, that's the thing. It's like advanced tech. It's not just advanced tech. It's also knowledge of it. So all countries know it because they have easy access to YouTube or any other site. They're like, oh look, the Boeing planes do not turn towers into dust. All right, you don't need a giant background in like advanced tech to know this is magic. Okay, so Teddy Roosevelt, apparently he got shot. Assassination attempt, assuming. Okay, and so he won after an assassin. Okay, so on October 14th, 1912, okay, I thought it was 1911 before, while arriving at a campaign event in Milwaukee, Roosevelt was shot in front of the Gilpatrick Hotel by delusional saloon keeper. They always have some sort of nonsense here. It's like, presidents always being shot. Like, the presidents have like the most security out of anyone in the world, allegedly. And so you have Secret Service, you have CIA, FBI, everyone. They can know everyone within like a 10-mile radius who they are, anyone near the president. And they always get shot by lunatics, apparently, by lone shooters. Okay, this is a good one. And oh, I didn't even know this one. This literally ties in with the whole hearing voices. So, and this, okay, this is the earliest documented voice skull tech right here. On October 14th, and again, science and technology, when you grasp, especially hidden classified one, we're talking centuries back, and in my view, thousands of years back, that they have at least the science part, or understanding of true science. So on October 14th, 1912, while arriving at a campaign event in Milwaukee, Roosevelt was shot in the front of the Gilpatrick Hotel by delusional saloon keeper John Schrank, who believed the ghost of assassinated President William McKinley had directed him to kill Roosevelt. All right, voice to skull in the 1912. Herman Hubbuff resurrections in these assassination attempts. All right, the bullet lodged. Okay, listen to this, guys. It keeps going wild. The bullet lodged in his chest after penetrating his steel eyeglass case. Okay, so the bullet's passing through steel now. Okay, and case and passing through a 50-page single-folded copy of the speech. So it went through the glass and his book, titled "Progressive Cause Greater Than Any Individual." All right. So if you believe this, it went through a book and talking about progressives, basically communist mumbo jumbo, saying the collective is better than the individual, similar to Trump's fight, fist bump. All right. So Schrank was disarmed and captured by Roosevelt's stenographer Albert E. Martin as he attempted to fire a second time, and might have been lynched had Roosevelt not shouted for Schrank to remain unarmed. Been lynched. Okay, someone killed or something. Okay. Roosevelt assured, not to remain unarmed. Okay, this was his a stenographer. Okay, lynched. Okay, this is him. This is some epic research we're doing right here. So Roosevelt assured the crowd he was all right, then ordered police to take Schrank and make sure no violence was done to him. As an experienced hunter and anatomist, Roosevelt correctly concluded that since he was not coughing blood, the bullet had not reached his lung. He declined suggestions to go to hospital immediately and instead delivered a 90-minute speech with blood seeping into his shirt. All right, guys. Okay. All right. I'm done. This is bigger than Trump's fake assassination attempt. This is absolutely ridiculous. All right, guys. We're done. Okay, this is voice to skull confirmed. Let's write this here. Voice to skull and fake and super fake assassination attempt in 1912. All right, guys. Hey, this is I think like if there was like an MES equivalent back in 1912 doing like weekly radio streams or pigeon carrier stream saying like, if you believe Roosevelt he got his communist book in his jacket, and that's what was shot by a saloonist that was hearing voices in his head. What in the world's going on here? We're like, what in the world's going on here? All right. All right, so this is why I do the streams. It forces me to look at stuff live. I'm like crying, actually. What did I just read? And then he did his 90-minute speech. He delivered a 90-minute speech. Like crying. All right, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh. All right, guys. I don't know anymore. Okay, let's see this guy. This is a saloonist. Now, this guy literally looks like he's in a trance. Okay. Photo of John Schrank, the man who shot Teddy Roosevelt, taken at Milwaukee police. How about the Romanovs with bullets shot by diamonds? Interesting. All right, that's next level. They've like mastered this art. All right. Schrank was a wealthy man who claimed to have visions telling him that he had to stop Roosevelt from being elected to the third term as he died. So how does an alleged lunatic somehow get always to the president? All right. Like I just don't even know what is going on here. Okay, it's an occupation saloon keeper. This guy's literally in a trance right now. He's getting microwaved in his brain. Well, and then, so the way I think it works is, so they have this guy and they give him a fake gun to go and shoot a fake bullet, and then whatever device mechanism occurs, and then they kill off this guy or arrest this guy, and everyone thinks, oh, he's the one who shot Roosevelt directly in the book of communism, like or whatever, the Hillary Clinton book, the Stronger Together mumbo jumbo. Let's go to that book again. Let's go to that book actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go Teddy Roosevelt again. Book. So it's always the same stuff. Once you understand the full script, see the progressive. Let's see. Where's the book? Okay, assassination. Assassination attempt. Always need a good patsy. Yeah, and this one here, progressive cause greater than individual. It's similar to Hillary Clinton's. It takes a village. It takes a village. It's like the same thing. And then right wing, you got it's like the patriotism, etc. Like obey rule of law and mumbo jumbo or something like that. But anyways, they're all the same stuff. That's why like Nazism, what's the nationalist socialism? So you merge nationalist and socialism. So that's kind of where the world is. It's like being directed towards. So it takes a village by Hillary Clinton. All right, let's go. It takes a village. It should be written. I took a village, especially if you read up on her in Haiti and a whole bunch of other connections to Pizzagate members. Is absolutely wild. Anyways, okay, so we got this stuff. Is wild stuff. And speaking about this all again, everything's scripted. And actually, before I continue further, because we just did a big mind control one, that was the Roosevelt one. I had no idea that was gonna be that wild. Okay, going back to this one actually kind of got me shook. Like, So, like, you've seen my predictive programming, war with Iran, Trump fake assassination. Again, it's like if you read the news from a neutral way, like assume it's scripted, because it is, in my humble opinion, and then you can gather the future. So, in other words, don't take sides on anyone, good or bad. Don't get lost in the good guys versus bad guys from both sides, alt media, mainstream. Understand it's all fake. And then this one kind of got me shook. This one here. So, World War III, this is when I realized, okay, World War III is literally coming. So, on February 20th, 1939, there was a Nazi rally at Madison Square Garden, NYC, in which 20,000 people, not like 3-4 people, why do they... Yeah, so this is what I mean by World War II is all staged as well. So, 20,000 people attended in what they refer to as a pro-American rally, okay? 6 months later, on September 1st, so on 9/1/1939, WW2 officially started, so World War II officially. So again, there's a reason why Trump and his pro-American stance is compared to Hitler and Nazism. World War III is literally coming. So this one, they upscaled it to 4K. So they upscaled this to 4K. They had a rally. And then there was apparently some fighting and so on, protests. Okay, I just want to keep going. Yeah. And then they got the, they're all doing the salutes, mumbo jumbo, and then they got, I think they got George Washington. So again, it's all the same Freemasonic stuff. So they're deified George Washington. So and they have the Nazi symbols right next to him, and there's the American one, and they're all cheering, and so on. And then you see their usual, they go blame Jews for everything and so on. As again, Jews are just a scapegoat for World War III. From the one side, yeah. So Jews are on the Israel and that Zionist mumbo jumbo. That's being used to fuel like hatred on one side, and then while the mainstream says that these guys are all the bad guys. Again, war is bad. And then this guy, etc.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, because you got to realize, if anyone says fighting is good or a war was good, it is bad. If you live by the sword, you'll die by the sword. Anyways, if you watch this, it's absolutely eerie relative to what is going to happen. And again, mainstream always says the Trump Hitler stuff, and there's a reason. Even his own vice president called him Hitler. Hitler, Vance. Like, literally, even Vance, he called him America's Hitler. And it's 6 months before World War II started. Why is he in Madison Square Garden have a giant sold-out concert? Like, what is going on here? Or the Nazi Party of America or whatnot. Anyways, because it's all National Socialist. So basically the idea is nationalism, right-wing, socialism, left-wing, and then you merge the two. It's like a preview of it. As a preview of this giant world. And then I think that's going to be like the one of the fighting ones. But eventually it's going to be like a UN-styled world government, world religion. Microchips, etc. Okay, so that's that stuff. I continue further. Okay, let's go back into the script before I lose the stuff. That's why I have the notes here. It keeps me on track. Anyways, guys, science technology, name of the game. Okay, so mind games, the tortured lives of targeted individuals from mainstream site Wire.com. So thousands of people, again, not a few, not whatnot, think that government is using implanted chips and electronic beams to control their minds. They're desperate to prove they aren't delusional. Then this one here, earliest Google searches for the term targeted individuals appear in 2004. Today, people who believe that they are targets are using internet to find each other and share their stories. So it's becoming more and more common here. They're showing it as opposed to, well, Wikipedia just says, oh, it's a giant delusion. It's like, Wikipedia is literally a delusion itself. Okay, every morning, Elisa wakes up and remembers that she's been tortured. When she looks down at her hands, she can see slightly raised bumps where she believes she's been implanted with microchips. She is certain that the chips track her every move, that her family has been programmed not to listen to her. She knows that her mind had been pushed to the limits of human endurance. The most pain you could put on a person before they die. The targeting, the rewiring of her brain is so extreme that she can no longer even cry. Interesting. So, Elisa, 56, thin, wiry woman, elf-like ears, and so on. Let's see, continue more. Let's see this other person here. Okay, Elisa, who asked for her name to be changed, fearing retribution from the person or group behind her targeting, learned that she was one of the thousands of people, so she changed her name, who identified themselves as targeted individuals, a victim of human experiments, tracked and stalked and harassed by remote electronic weapons. There were others who understood her plight, and together they could try to take action, fight back, and maybe find some relief. Interesting. I gotta mute this. Mute. Okay. Okay, and going further. I just want to see some other stuff. Okay, this is a story about her. Okay, and there's a presentation. Yeah, it goes on MK Ultra and Phoenix projects. I don't like how the mainstream news the way they write. It's like a novel. Just give me the points. What is A, B, and C? MK Ultra and Phoenix project both sound like the stuff of conspiracy theories, but much of what's alleged has since been documented and confirmed. The movie doesn't stop with history, though. It alleges that secret government programs never ended. They are still attacking U.S. citizens through covert, powerful electronic weapons today, and the victims are the targeted individuals. The droning narrative and disturbing imagery made me increasingly unnerved, and I left before the film ended. Back in my dorm room, I stayed away late, listening to sirens and tires screeching in the distance. Anyways, it's like a novel. Just tell me the main points. Okay, see some other stuff here. Okay, this one here. Once she loved technology, shaping and molding it, playing with data in the back end of the website. When the targeting first began, she even considered the ways technology could do good. What if, for instance, a chip inside your head could teach you to speak a new language, but she quickly learned that it wasn't there to teach her, it was there to hurt her, it was permanent, and it would change her forever. All right, Darren Adams says, MK Ultra, Matt is what I've been doing through my whole life in my job. Interesting. Yeah, if you can get some like documented proof or to get some brain scans if there's any way to actually interpret those signals and so on, that'd be interesting. But yeah, so MSM is actually talking about it, and so that was Wired one there, and then let's see electronic harassment, and then Wiki. So Wiki is literally like it's like 1984 George Orwell's book. Like literally, it's George Orwell's book. Electronic harassment, electronic torture, or psychotronic torture is a delusional belief. It's like what kind of biased garbage. It's like there's no. Okay, anyways, delusional belief held by individuals who claim they're targeted and so on. Okay, all right, enough of this. Absolute trash. Okay, that was Wiki. Actually, I'll keep that for reference. Okay. So that's MSM, mind control. Okay, and let's see, MSM, mind control right here. MSM article about targeted individuals. 3, 4, and then Wiki, electronic harassment nonsense. No, or cover up. I say cover up because it's Wikipedia is just absolute just trash. Unbelievable. It reminds me of the when Pizzagate. So yeah, Pizzagate was the first thing that actually really woke me up. Because I was watching it real time, and then Wikipedia makes an article. No, just a sentence. It says this is the first in like as Pizzagate was happening. Wikipedia says it's like Pizzagate is the false conspiracy theory. I'm like, what? No one even knows what's going on, and they already have the points A, B, C, and D already written, as if it's like. Yeah, that's like they already wrote it's fake without having any actual evidence. But anyways, a lot of Pizzagate's real, but and it's also you have to filter through a lot of the disinfo with alt media and sensationalist media. All right, going further. Okay, so that was interesting. MSM article about it. Wiki electronic, not electron. Okay. CIA ATEN. Interesting. How do I electronic? Okay, Voice of Skull, Beam Technology by TruthStream Media. This is interesting. They had an interview with John Hall, but this guy worked for CIA. Interesting. So I think TruthStream is a limited hangout, but I just wanted to go here. Okay, I like to go to parties where we implement chips into ourselves as long as they're potato chips. Interesting.
We're living in a time period where it's not even a joke anymore to say, when did we step into the Twilight Zone? The Twilight Zone has become reality. Science fiction has become science fact. And people are asking questions now. I saw this the other day. I think it's a good introduction to what I'm about to talk about. Somebody just posted this. Okay, so paranoid schizophrenia about the government always watching you used to be a mental illness. Now it's just a realistic understanding of how the world works, right? I mean, that's a question that is being seriously asked about our society in 2019. And I had just retweeted that out yesterday thinking, wow, that's a milestone. And today I saw this. They're fully admitting now that they have technology which can transmit audio directly into your ears from a distance without anyone else around you knowing that it's happening to you. So they can put voices in your head, and they're admitting it now. This is technology that's been around on record since at least the 70s, and they've always kind of denied that it's true, and they've made people who claim they're targeted by such technology sound like crazy lunatics who have schizophrenia or mental problems or something like that. But now in 2019, well, this is going to be commercially viable tech that they're going to try and find a reason why we need to have such a thing.
All right, yeah. All right. Yeah, so that's pretty wild stuff there. I just lowered my chair a bit. I just lowered my desk so I can sit for a bit. And yeah, so that was this one. And she says at least 70s. But then, again, when you got to go back to the Roosevelt one, that's 1912. You have this crazy saloonist, apparently, allegedly, a saloonist. Yeah, so he was getting mind-controlled. And he was hearing voices and seeing visions as well. Not just voices, visions. So you have a alleged crazy guy somehow getting that close to the president and shooting again through a steel glass case and a book about communism in his chest. Like, what is going on here? You can't make this stuff up. It's like Trump's ear getting shot. His ear came off, and then it miraculously healed in real time with no with no marks on it. And he's saying, and he's fist pumping like this. He's fist pumping. Fight. And again, who are you fighting? Like gun control. It's like AR-15s, and the guy had an AR-15 allegedly. Well. Again, I think they gave him a gun with fake bullets, because and so on. Because I covered one in the last live stream. One of the persons, the schizophrenic person, he was given a car with a fake bomb by the FBI, and that's what his parents said. And I think they were trying to set him up so that to see if he's actually crazy. But again, they're literally grooming him to be a fake shooter or a fake lone attacker. All right, and this guys, so you guys are talking about GMO chips. That's true. Speaking about chips, this was actually recent. Actually, I have another scheduled post right here. So speaking about chips, okay, where's the chips? Okay, speaking about chips, I think did I already miss that chips there? Okay, I think it's over here. I think I already posted it. Chips. Microchips. No. Oh, did I miss it? No. I could have sworn I had this. Okay, this is okay, this is okay, so but anyways, yeah, I think it's over here. Yeah, so in here. So CDC is requiring dogs to be microchipped and soon humans, obviously. So quietly and without press attention in the last 10 years, most governments of the world have started requiring that dogs be microchipped. The chip contains information on vaccine records and health generally, along with owner information, including phone number. Most people have complied, and there is no organized movement against it. It has become a common practice over 10 years, and enforcement is consistently tightening. In July this year, the CDC implemented a new rule that all dogs entering the United States had to be microchipped, even if you were traveling and you are a U.S. citizen. There was a great deal of blowback on the idea, especially from Canada. The CDC then tweaked its rules to exempt people traveling the last 6 months from low-risk nations, among which there are only a few. In fact, the rule applies in most cases, and the upshot is the same. All dogs are going to be microchipped, whether the owner wants it or not. So they're going to require microchipping right here. So yeah, so these are the kind of chips they're given. This is from the Epoch Times, but they include the links, which I like. This was the new rule. They archived it. So from August 1st onward, what your dog needs to enter the United States, and then they go be at least 6 months of age at the entry or return to the United States. This is archived one, I think, before they slightly modified it. Have an implemented international organization for standard ISO compatible microchip. This must have been implemented prior to any required rabies vaccinations. The microchip must be documented on all required forms and so on. And again, they're doing it to dogs, eventually humans, and they can be first criminals probably, like, to make sure they don't get they don't run away. Then obviously children, so nobody steals them. So you go chip program, Freemason. So, and then you wonder who's doing all this. Again, if anyone wants to name names, the world's biggest secret society is literally in your face telling you. Okay, so it is. So there's the Masonic Child Identification Programs. So Masonic Child Identification programs called CHIP are a charitable initiative by the North American Masonic Lodges to aid in the identification and recovery of missing children. CHIP programs are sponsored monetarily at the Grand Lodge level, and they are staffed by volunteers from subordinate lodges as well as law enforcement and dental professionals. CHIP programs allows parents the opportunity to create a kit of identifying materials for their child free of charge. It contains a fingerprint card, a physical description, a VHS tape, computer disc, or DVD of the child, a dental implement, and a DNA sample. And eventually you're going to put that in a microchip because it's literally telling you chip. And this is the Freemason setup. And again, if you're wondering why there's a bunch of kids missing, well, these guys are tracking everyone's kids, so that's something there. All right. Okay. So people are getting mind control to give up their Doritos to that guy. Okay, to Dasby. Interesting. Yeah. So another thing I want to bring up. I think the kind of this voice skull stuff. I think one thing they're probably doing is like doing because while everybody's talking about chemtrails and so on, but they can also do invisible tech where they can just go target an entire population, make them slightly more depressed, like this tiny bit slightly, and this is similar to that silent weapons for a quiet war scenario. Yeah, but the thing is, you can literally you can microwave entire population and just try to make them out of the mood, and then see how that affects them, and then get a feedback loop, trying to get all the data in, and then do again, and so on. And similar to silent weapons, silent weapons for quiet war. So we go to this document, this one here, this alleged Bilderberg document or somewhat from the 70s. If you go here. I think gas price. Okay, this one here, it was talking about economic shock testing. It's similar to that crash we just had recently. Because when you have a lot of people, their whole lives are just based on a number, if it's up or down, like the stock market, or basically their investments and so on, and their pension plan and so on. So economic engineers achieve the same result in studying the behavior of the economy and the consumer public by carefully selecting a stable commodity such as beef, coffee, gasoline, or sugar, and then causing a sudden change or shock in its price or availability, thus kicking everybody's budget and buying habits out of shape. And then they observe the shock waves, which result by monitoring the changes in advertising, prices, and sale of that and other commodities. And also, they also look at the psychological impact, see how many suicides go up and down, and so on. So there's a whole lot of, there's, I think depression. I think there's. Oh, they didn't have that. Anyways, and they were discussed basically they're doing economic shock testing, and it's like the biggest silent weapon is inflation, and so on, where your actual all the earnings that you've done with your hard labor just gets wiped away through all these mumbo jumbos. Anyways, and this document is very, very interesting. They consider basically the whole world as some sort of feedback system, like an electronic circuit. So when you impose a slight shock to it and see how the system operates and see if it crashes or whatnot. So anyways, and let's see here. So they're doing a lot of engineering here about how to micromanage people and also manipulate them in massive ways. Anyways, so if you understand this one here, how systems work for world control, it's pretty epic. Anyways, going further, okay, so we have dogs microchipping. We got people eating Doritos, and I think there was a Dorito. I think which one's Doritos? Is that the Pringles? So speaking of Pringles. So apparently, a Pringle, someone commented that a hyperbolic paraboloid on my video is a Pringle potato chip. So here's a potato chip, Pringles, and here's a hyperbolic paraboloid. So it's hyperbolic because it's a parabola going up like that. And then, but if you cut it, it goes up like that there, and it goes down like a parabola here. But if you cut it sideways, you get this, like on the horizontal axis, you get a hyperbola. Okay, what is this guy saying? You hid me permanent from your chat. Who hid you from your chat? Oh, it's top chat. I gotta click live. You're still here. I don't know what you're this guy talking about. Anyways, alright guys, let's go. Anarchism really, you served the Nazis. George Washington destroyed colonial British forces. You served them. Well, George Washington, yeah, the whole thing is George Washington. It's part of the thing. Going back to the deified stuff here. So Nazis. So again, it's all the same stuff, and then yeah, does that make them taste? Yeah, definitely. It's mathematically proven that hyperbolic paraboloids taste better. Okay, this one here. Going back here. I wanted to illustrate, again, it's once you grasp that we're living in a giant script, again, don't get caught in any mumbo jumbo. So you go back to George Washington. Notice how the Nazis are deifying George Washington in Manhattan. Like, what is going on here? In 1939, just before World War starts. So this was a giant ritual, in my humble opinion, for the war. So they don't just do things for nothing. So you got George Washington literally deified with a bunch of Nazis there. And then if you go into... So George Washington, he's a Freemason, like... Actually, I gotta post to George Washington. A burial sign. Okay, so we got, if you go George Washington burial sign, no, not burial. I think it's like Freemason. There's a, I've had it before. So he's a giant Freemason. Like they have Washington's Freemason, and then they all promote him as a mumbo jumbo Freemason. But on his sign, he lists Freemason above, and I'll go to this. Okay, peaked occult. Okay, I'm gonna go into MES.fm/occult. What's wrong with that class? That is important. Frankel's a Mason as well. Okay, yeah, and almost, anyways, just try to be more coherent and less nonsense. Alright, this one here, I'm going to go to the Freemason one, just to illustrate what they mean by this. What's up, everyone? Just tuning in now. We're just doing math today. By the way, did you know that Trump's dad was very likely part of the Bund in NY sabotaging ships in the 1930s? Interesting. Thanks for the cash money, Corn Pop. Yeah, Corn Pop, the bad dude. Interesting, I did not know that. Yeah, we're doing math, we're doing a whole bunch of other stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna go back here to the Freemason. Washington. We need to hear from an honest historian Freemasonry. Well, again, it's the world's biggest secret society. You're not gonna get an honest from anyone unless it's like reading between the lines. Okay, unless they... Okay, so I'm going Washington. I gotta go to the George Washington. Okay, so George Washington is huge. Okay, there's him doing the as above, so below symbol, and it's following the same. This is Jupiter doing the same thing. As above, there's Baphomet. As above, so below, and he's shirtless as well. It's all about the great work, and this one here. If you look at Baphomet's like Wang there, he's got literally the medical staff there, and that's the World Health Organization has the Baphomet Wang. All right. I'm gonna go to the Washington. There's still more Washington stuff. Okay, this one here. George Washington, Freemason. What is the thingy? I think it's at the bottom. Okay, this one I started. Okay, this one here. So George Washington. This one is from Michael Tessarian mentioned this, and then it always stuck to my mind. So on his plaque right here, George Washington, he lists Freemason and First President. So in other words, he lists Freemasonry above being President of the first president of the United States of America, and they got the big giant Freemason and so on. All right, but anyways, Corn Pop, thanks for the cash money, guys. Be like Corn Pop, be good dudes, and throw cash money at MES, baby. All right, okay, so that was the George Washington part. Now let's see if I can follow my train of thought. And then so we have the George Washington Freemason. So I'll definitely be sharing this one. Okay, I'm gonna share this George Washington Freemason. Freemason first, President second. So once you grasp the whole mystery schools mumbo jumbo, if you listen to Bill Cooper a lot, you'll grasp at least some of it. What he's trying to get at. If this nation is just fake, then why so many people have been born and fed by American history? And almost, anyways, just stop talking nonsense. Okay, this is all about a great work about their dualistic running the world like they're gods. It's like this guy saying if he's saying if this country is fake, Why are people fed? What does that mean? You go to a prison. How come they're feeding the prisoners? All right, it's like it's still a prison. They're using people as like cattle. It's like, hey, how come farmers aren't how come farmers are feeding their cattle? Explain that, huh? if this is really a farm, why would the farm owners feed the cattle? Because they're using us for their own hidden agendas. Yeah, symbolic money. Yeah, so that who. You know who else loved George Washington, Lenin, Stalin? But again, they're all the same puppets, anyways. And almost you'll get banned if you, or at least muted if you keep just ignoring the point. Okay, the people continuing living process of socialism. All right, yeah. I'll put user timeout 5 minutes. If you keep talking about socialism, I'm like, get with the program. They have advanced tech, socialism and nationalism, and this whole free market mumbo jumbo. It's all fake. It's all being orchestrated like a system. Okay, going back here. Okay, so that was this one. Go back to George Bush. Okay, so we got George Bush. I mean George Washington. First Freemason first, President second. And you got this one right here. The Nazis deifying him in a ritual just before World War II starts in Manhattan. Like, how does this happen? And this was for a pro-American rally. I think it mentions it at the beginning, at the sign there. Not at the garden, yeah. Let's see this. So the Nazis are at a pro-American rally, and now you have all of a sudden pro-America and is associated with Trump and Hitler. Like, that's literally the mainstream news saying that, and even Vance. Okay, so there's the Nazi symbol. There's the George Washington deified in front of a bunch of Nazis. I'll go a better view of it. Okay, there it is. This one's good. So we got that. I also like driving the point home. Okay, now I go to Washington. I think okay, I gotta close some stuff. Okay, so we have George Washington. Okay, so now we're gonna go DC layout. I think this is DC layout. DC layout is the usual Freemasonic stuff, and George Washington Monument. Okay, I did have this already. Yeah, George Washington Monument has Freemason listed above First President of the United States. Wow, that's epic. All right, George Washington. I think pagan. Pagan? How do you spell pagan? Okay, this one. Okay, this right here. Okay, so Thomas Jefferson, the third American president, literally designed the U.S. Capitol building after the Roman Pantheon as dedication to all pagan gods. And in the rotunda of the U.S. Capitol building, the apotheosis or deification of Washington, the first president, on the ceiling of the Capitol rotunda, literally shows him deified as a god. This is at the creation, is the Capitol. This is George Washington, is from the government website. This is Thomas Jefferson. He said the Roman Pantheon, so he had a competition to see who can build the best one. And then he picked the Roman Pantheon, the circular dome rotunda dedicated to all pagan gods, was suggested by Jefferson, who later shepherded through several transformations. And then there's the Capitol building. That's when the January 6th allegedly stormed. Well, they just walked in. And there's all the Pantheon, all the gods around there. And you have literally George Washington using the Freemasonic as above, so below, but his left hand up. Interesting. All right, and then his right hand down, you have a whole bunch of, these are female goddesses, and then you have the male and so on. There's a trident guy. Is that Zeus or something? Or the trident guy or something? Anyways, that's the beast. Anyway, so he's deified as a god. And that's literally the mainstream narrative of it. It's not even like, oh, here's some random occult stuff. No, it's literally the apotheosis of Washington. It's a fresco painted by Greek-Italian artist Constantino Bramidio, whatever, in the dome, through the oculus of the dome in the rotunda of the United States Capitol building in Washington, D.C. And there it is, apotheosis. And let's see what apotheosis means. Okay, so the apotheosis of Washington depicts George Washington sitting among the heavens in an exalted manner, or in literary terms, ascending and becoming a god, or apotheosis. All right, guys. All right. There's George. There's Georgie right there, sitting up as a god, and there's the Nazis with George Washington as a god. Okay, because the whole idea is man is God, according to Freemasonry, if you read between the lines, and even by their names. Like, you become a grand worshipful master and just nonsense. All right, so that's that. And there's the other guy survived that part, or that explosion somehow. All right, let's continue further. We have some epic, groundbreaking stuff coming up, and I'm gonna take a shot of coffee right now. 1 pound one. All right, let's go. Okay, and let's see what else we have here. Okay, yeah, we'll play this while I drink some water. This is Alex Jones wondering if Trump or Elon Musk could be the Antichrist, and mentions if he was controlled opposition, if he was controlled opposition, if he was controlled opposition, it was for promoting Trump. Well, this is from No More News, though. That's a bit disinfo. But anyways, we'll play this. I guess play here.
Activity into something messianic, which but now he's transcended just being about positivity into something messianic, which I mean, if you get a snapshot of Trump, he's a dark person, but also I mean, look. If anybody could be the Antichrist, and I don't think he's the Antichrist, but he's the type of person. Also, Elon Musk. I mean, there's some definite dark energy around Trump, and I know if I was ever controlled opposition, it was unwittingly being sucked into it. And I think the jury's out on Trump, but they are definitely scared of him. So,
all right. So this was before the shooting, and now he's obviously full on the usual. Let's see, Alex Jones. And it is from Adam Green from No More News. Again, a disinfo guy. But it's disinfo on disinfo. Where's Alex Jones? How do I find it? I can't even find real Alex Jones here. Oh, there's Alex Jones. Alex Jones real. And let's see what else he says here. I just want to see how he is. So that was before the shooting. Or now I think he's big on, like, they want to kill Trump. Okay, so they're shutting down airspace for 30 miles when Biden comes to Austin today, but around Trump events, zero airspace control, etc. Okay, now he says Alex Jones issues emergency warning to Trump. The deep state must kill you to defeat America. Trump must go on the offensive. All right. So he went from, if he was controlled opposition, it was for promoting Trump in the 2016 election and 2020. And now, now he's saying, now he flipped back saying he's promoting Trump. So he's literally flip-flopping, admitting he's a controlled opposition. Like, he's literally disinfo. All right, so we got that. Literally, we caught him in another lie. All right, going further. Let's continue further. Okay, now we're gonna go through this one. Okay, this one. Yeah, that was the Truth Stream Media. The interview with this guy was interesting. Again, I think.
Contractor, but.
So this was Truth Stream Media talking about Voice of Skull. And I think I got some messages here. DARPA, let's go. Okay, this guy knows his stuff. All to bring about the new dawn via the great work. That is true. Okay, Illuminati infiltration Freemason lodges that even Washington knew about. Well, again, my view is Freemasonry, whatever you want to call it, was the name of the game for forever. The first time that humans realized they can lie and get ahead, that's what they did. That's Freemasonry. All industrial economy is planned, even the smallest level. Okay, yeah. Enough of this communism stuff. I don't know what this guy wants, man. I think this is anonymous guy is the Judy was communist guy on Twitter. Is what this is the nonsense he posts on here. Because I think 9/11 version has banned him, and now. Maoist. Or what is it? Judy Wood communist guy. Judy Wood communist. Where's that guy who wrote it? Nah. On his, I think that's you on your Twitter. Like, you were a bit wild. But anyways, enough talking nonsense. Economy is fake, not just planned. It's fake. It's like the free energy tech means we'll put user timeout. Let's go another 10 minutes. Okay. And let's continue here. All isms are a scam. Well, again, it's limited. It's like if you have an ism that accounts for free energy tech, then I'll listen to it. So that's kind of what I mean. Oh, Paul Loveless is in the house. Paul Loveless. All right, Paul Loveless in the house. Let's go. All right. Anyways, Paul Loveless, you're on thin ice. I just muted this anonymous guy. because he just kept talking about communism nonstop. All right, going further. That was not me, FYI. All right. Okay. wait. So I banned Anomalous, and then Paul Loveless shows up. So we found Anomalous's burner account. I mean, Paul Loveless' burner account, or which other way around. All right, let's go. We have 38 people. We're getting a lot of people and just listen to me talking and laughing. Anyways, so Paul's in the show. Okay, let's continue further. The James Holm Batman movie shooting. Okay, I want another point here. So this one here, Truth Stream. Again, they don't talk about 9/11, and they know full well about Hurricane Aaron and 9/11. They're just, again, they're limited hangout. They all started with Infowars, and interestingly, that video I showed is from No More News from an Adam Green guy. And if you've seen my earlier one, so Adam Green is a disinfo agent. He's the one who says it blames Jews for everything, etc. But then if you ask him about 9/11, he says nobody spams more than Judy Wood, reeks of disinfo to make us look crazy. On September 11, 2019, and he's been in this truther movement for years, even on the 9/11 truth stuff. So again, he's a liar there, and he started off cross-dressing for Alex Jones on Infowars as doing anti-Hillary skits. Like, what is going on here? This is Adam Green, if you haven't heard of him already.
Such a racist, sexist, homophobic, bigoted Republican such as Salon, Raw Story, Media Matters, or MSNBC. But
alright, so anyway, so he did two skits, cross-dressing, pretending to be a girl to make fun of Hillary Clinton during the Hillary versus Trump stuff. And for Infowars on Alex Jones.
Infowars articles on his conservative propaganda.
Someday want to see a woman president of the United States of America?
You said it's a big deal that we would have the first female president.
I have no clue.
Part of her campaign.
And then they have the usual guys, even Mark Dice, full on switching to pro-Trump stuff. So this whole switching to pro-Trump stuff or pro-left-right politics is absolutely mind-bogglingly weird. Even Ryan Dawson, so those Liars for Truth. If you ever seen my Liars for so Ryan Dawson, he's the one who's a disinfo agent. He covers up 9/11. Ryan Dawson, apparently now he's pro-Trump now. Oh, now he actually it's a mixer. Now he's saying it doesn't matter who you vote for. He's repeating that, but I think he was pro-Trump for a while. Okay, let's see what this guy says. Anyways, I'm just like rambling, but this is Trump. I think he's doing some weird. Okay, now he's saying F Donald Trump and F Kamala. This one here. And the crossroads obviously for a joke. Yeah, no, obviously it's a joke, but I'm saying it's like the usual. If you see a lot of celebrities, they cross-dress or whatever, and that's for Alex Jones. Yeah, his take is Jews run the world through religion. Yeah. If you look at his stuff, they demonize Jews as if they're running everything, which are again they're part of the script for World War III. If you listen to my stuff, anyways, this guy here, there's always guilty Owen assassinations, and Netanyahu accused Iran of trying to assassinate Trump. So this one is saying Israel. Anyways, that's Ryan Dawson stuff. But Adam Green, yeah, I got in this little scuffle with this person that was talking about Adam Green. And I think definitely this guy's a disinfo agent, Stephen guy. But anyways, the world is run by so my view is the world is run by people that do not have a public religion. If you want to know the religion, it's not going to be in any book or any country you're going to read upon it. You know, it's not Israel. It's not Islam or Christianity. They're not, or any public religion is not the one running the show for anyway. So religion or like industrial religion, or basically or organized religion or any kind of even economics. It's the same. The whole idea is the same thing. It's, when you have systems being controlling people. So a lot of people say this is ruling it, religion's ruling this or that, and I'm like, it's all under the same umbrella. It's like, for example, economics. The money printing is ruling people. You have to pay taxes. You have to work all your life just to pay whatever. I believe the religion of Elites is Luciferianism, can't spell. Well, if you read between the lines, if you go to the Church of Satan, Satan website, controlism, yeah. So if you read between the lines, yeah, again, a lot of the Satanism they identify with it. But if you go to their tenets, so theory 9 satanic commandments or whatever, 9 satanic statements. Notice they use a 9 for 666, so like inverses. And then look on 1969, inverse 666. So they kind of reverse everything. So Satan represents indulgence instead of abstinence, represents vital existence instead of this, represents undefiled. I think there was the other one, the theory practice. There's the satanic rules on the earth. Okay. If you read between the lines, it's pretty much materialistic. Do not give opinions or advice unless you are asked. Do not tell your troubles. Where's the other one? Do not harm little children. Do not complain about anything. I think they had some other ones that were more on the current how the world is. 9 satanic sins, mumbo jumbo, in the world. 9 satanic statements. Represents all man just as another animal, sometimes better, more often worse than all walks. Let's see some other weird mumbo jumbos. Anyways, yeah, this says do not harm little children. What about children? Normal. Acknowledge the power. Okay, this one's interesting. Acknowledge the power of magic if you have employed it successfully to obtain your desires. If you deny the power of magic after being called upon with success, you will lose all you have obtained. And it comes down to it, I think it's like all people believe this reality is real. In other words, like a materialistic view is real, as opposed to my view is absolute like morality. So in other words, my view is killing is bad. So if anyone says we need to fight this people, it's bad by definition. I think they had a but anyways, there's a MAGA one. I think I had this MAGA Satan. Yeah, so Trump, this one here. So this was your hierarchy. So apparently MAGA is the highest degree in the Church of Satan. So you know what the Trump saying all this MAGA stuff. So if you are inclined, keep us updated on your acknowledgements so that your progress may be noted. So registered member, no degree. Active member, Satanist. Witch, warlock, 2nd degree. Priestess, 3rd degree. Magistra, 4th degree. MAGA is the 5th degree. What? Okay, this one here. I just want to go back to this. Member. Okay, so MAGA is literally the highest degree in priesthood of the Church of Satan. MES, have you ever have demon conjuring live sessions on here? No, no, we don't do that. We don't tempt these nonsense peeps. Okay. Yeah, so we got Paul Loveless. Guys, be nice to Paul Loveless. Actually. Okay, anyways, I'm just chatting right now. Okay. Let's go. Okay, finally admitted. Okay, this one here. And then this guy, they had this guy on the show. John Hall.
We've seen how important Edward Snowden is as a contractor.
Then they mentioned Edward Snowden. He's a disinfo agent. But anyways, well, just a gateway limited hangout mumbo jumbo. Okay, go to Truth Stream. I want to go here. So they're interviewing this guy who was part of the CIA. I don't know why he's part of the CIA. It's like always that.
When I wrote the book, I kind of did my own searches and talked to some connections that I had within the CIA.
Whoops! Oh, go back.
Sometimes in.
Wait, he just said CIA.
Or 3 cars.
Where did the CIA go for?
When I wrote the book, I kind of did my own searches and talked to some connections that I had within the CIA, and just to verify exactly how this technology works.
All right. So anyway, so he's talking about connection to the CIA, and he has a giant like ram or bull's head in the background, like Baphomet. Like, what in the world's going on here? And he's got white hair, like Julian Assange. Okay, President Reagan ran a campaign on MAGA too. Yeah, that is true. And he had the fake shooting as well. Yeah, who's messaging me? Okay, I got peeps messaging me. Let's double check if I got it right. Okay, so we got the stuff. I just wanted to bring that up. They have a CIA guy with a horn in the background, and these guys know about Hurricane Aaron, but they covered up and 9/11. Anyways, So Truth Stream, so you gotta realize everyone's a disinfo agent. In the Truth movement, every single person, you have to view it as a disinfo agent unless proven otherwise. And speaking about that, so this guy here that's promoting Ryan Dawson and Adam Green to me, and then he was criticizing, I don't know what he was just trying to be really weird. And this right here, and I was saying that disinfo agents, I brought up this one here, the joking one. But anyways, that was just me laughing at him. Because 9/11 is a big one. So like the other person who's asking, he's saying Jews are bad or whatever. I'm like, get 9/11 right, and then I'll listen. That's the way I work. Like this guy here, I said, where's the thingy here? Okay, this guy doesn't stop. See, I wrote something pretty epic to this guy. Okay, here. So this guy here, he says, sorry, I really appreciate your work, and also some of the work that Matthew has done, but what this kind of rhetoric, you don't want to convince anyone, etc. And he says, not everybody has done the same amount of research, and not everybody who gets stuff wrong is automatically a disinfo agent. And then I wrote, go away, troll, post about, what happened here? Okay, go away, post about 9/11 and Dr. Judy Wood on your X account to prove you're not a troll. Okay, so that's the one big litmus test. You get that right, I'll entertain listening to you. And then obviously he wouldn't post that. So that's the way it works. And that goes to anyone in the chat here as well. It's like, if you want me to take you seriously, actually put your name on the line of promoting Dr. Judy Wood, 9/11, MES as well would be an extra bonus. Similar to how, so again, like That's Life Isn't How You Know It and 9/11 Revisionist, they've taken the mantle, so do that as well if you want me to take you seriously. All right, going further. So this was James Holmes' Batman movie shooting. And this was brought to my attention by Methyl Minor. Methyl Minor, let's go. Okay, this one here. I gotta... So, for this site, when I have a bracket there, it doesn't consider it as a link. I'll put this like that. Alright, so that's a link. Okay, so this guy here, look at his eyes, and his left eye's looking opposite. So he always have the weird eyes for these alleged shooters. So James Egan Holmes, December 13th, 1987, is an American mass murderer responsible for 2012 Aurora theater shooting in which he killed 12 people and injured 70 others. 62 directly and 8 indirectly. Okay. Even more than Paul Levis, so there's no freedom in here. Oh, anonymous. Yeah, but you wrote Judy Wood communist. You didn't promote it properly. You do not mention communist there. Write doctor in the Twitter account, and don't connect her work with communism. Okay, you're literally you haven't passed a test yet. Freedom. This isn't about freedom. This is literally about chatting for MES related topics. Like. It's about gathering info, not nonsense. Free energy communists. All right, let's go. This is about free energy, not free. No, Tesla about my Tesla love style. Okay. I think let's just put user in timeout. He's got 24 hours. I don't have time for this nonsense. Okay, so 24 hours. Just get out of here. Absolutely ridiculous. It's like just showing up talking about communism. Anyway, so this guy here, let's read this again. So James Holmes, born in 1987. Okay. It's an American mass shooter, murderer responsible for the 2012 Aurora theater shooting in which he killed 12 people and injured 70 others. 62 directly and 8 indirectly at a Century 16 movie theater on July 20th, 2012. So this was, it does look like a giant killing right here. Fun here. Now they're usually ethnic trannies. Yeah. So this one's here. It's got the hair messed up and so on. And yeah, now they're ethnic trannies. That is true. So he had no known criminal background. They also had this no known criminal. Or they talked to police saying they had a voice in her. Before the shooting, Holmes booby trapped his apartment with explosives. All right, this is an FBI operation. Whenever you have this kind of level of setup there, because apparently the Trump shooter also had a setup like that too, which were defused one day later by a bomb squad. Right. Bonds was arrested shortly after the shooting and was jailed without bail while awaiting trial. Following this, he was hospitalized after attempting suicide several times while in jail. So they're doing the kill self programming with the mind control. Holmes entered a plea of not guilty by reason of insanity, which was accepted. His trial began on April 27, 2015. On August 26, 2015, Judge Carlos Samor sentenced Holmes to 12 consecutive life sentences plus 3,318 years without parole after the jury sparred Holmes the death penalty by single vote. In imposing sentence, Judge Samore declared it is the intention of this court that the defendant never set foot in free society again. Okay, so that's very interesting. So, and he had an incomplete PhD program. Okay, so he seems to be like a smart guy, and somehow had explosives being set up, and then he killed a bunch of people. And let's see, voices. I think is there any voices? So on June 25th, and this is during a Batman movie. I think. Let's go back here. There's a movie theater. Let's see, Batman. It was during the Batman movie. So I think they had the Batman programming. So initial reports from Los Angeles Times quoting one of Holmes' classmates indicated that Holmes was a fan of superheroes, and also quoted an anonymous law enforcement official as claiming that Holmes' apartment was decorated with Batman paraphernalia, and also Batman's like a pretty much like an occult superhero, occult godlike Freemasonic representation of what they're trying to achieve. However, later reports described Holmes' apartment as relatively empty while mentioning the presence of a single Batman mask. George Brochlard, district attorney who prosecuted Holmes, stated that after the trial there was no evidence to suggest he had an obsession with Batman. So, well, which one is it? Okay, so okay, and that's going further. William Reed, the psychiatrist who interviewed Holmes after the shooting, said that Holmes picked that movie simply because it was guaranteed to be full. Dave Aragon, an actor from the MTV movie television series Pimp My Ride, stated Holmes called him twice a month before the shooting took place. Aragon was a writer, director, and star of the upcoming film entitled The Suffocator of Sins, which depicts a vigilante who shoots criminals, and Aragon claimed that Holmes showed him interest in his movie trailer. Yeah, it's all these like... Okay, where's the voices? Let's see here. So Holmes left this guy here. Okay, on June 25th, less than a month before the shooting, Holmes emailed an application to join a gun club in Byers, Colorado. The owner, Glenn Rotwich, called him several times throughout the following days to invite him to a mandatory orientation, but could only reach his answering machine. Holmes left Rotkovich one voicemail in reply due to the nature of Holmes' voicemail, which Rotkovich described as bizarre, freaking, guttural, spoken with a deep voice. Okay, he's using some weird voice tech. Spoken in a deep voice, incoherent and rambling. Rotkovich instructed his staff to inform him if Holmes shows up, though Holmes appeared at the gun range nor called. Or neither appeared at the gun range nor called. In hindsight, looking back, and if I'd seen the movies, maybe I'd say he was like the Joker. I would have gotten the Joker out of it. It was like somebody was trying to be as weird as possible, Rotkovich said. Utterance which struck the listeners harsh. Okay, so that was this part. And... Yeah, spot on. Leo dominations. Spot Batman's a good guy. That's really them. A representation of bad guys. That is true. A lot of Superman stuff that they identify as those superhuman, godlike figures that is the world dependent on. The Trump shooter's parents' house was said to have not have any silverware, suggesting no one actually lived there. Interesting, possibly. Yeah, you did send an email about that. Someone looked at. The Trump setup that year is fine. And it's like already a whole bunch of people talking about it. I made the Trump predictive programming one just so I can get people realizing MES knows a lot of facts, so then they can go back to and then swing them over to 9/11. Okay, so that was this part, but then going further, so there's James Holmes conspiracy. I sent this. I haven't had a chance to watch it. If anyone's seen it, because this was also sent by Metal Miner. So he's saying that this was a giant operation, but the shooting was real, it was involved in actual ritual, and this was so this was a Batman movie, the Joker one. So Batman 2012 movie. Which one was this one? And again, this was a giant movie. The Dark Knight Rises. I remember watching it. It was a pretty epic movie. But this is a giant blockbuster, and they obviously had that giant shooting for as a promotional / giant ritual. Pretty much digital communism. Not here on YouTube, but in general. YouTube hides or deletes some comments. Okay. Paul Lopez says, did not watch my Trump video. Okay. Interesting. Out of protest. It's all good. Anyways, those are always in conflict, pointless, such as carries, drugged, drink, nothing conclusive, just pointers somewhere, nowhere. Well, again, because I think they're trying to hide off. Okay, Religionaire Original at High MES, let's go. Thanks for joining. Yeah, he has a lot of interesting stuff on the Telegram he posted. All right, going for this Dark Knight. So again, it's a big ritual. This was on release date July 20th, 2012, United States, and this one. So James Holmes Conspiracy. Where's the James Holmes Conspiracy again? So this was on opening night. On opening night, July 20th, 2012, Dark Knight Rises. July 20th, 2012 in the United States, outside of New York. Unbelievable. Okay, there it is. There's your giant ritual. And when that happens, you know they're going to gross $1 billion. All right. Box office, $1 billion. And they had a $230 million budget. $230 million, my goodness. All right. And yeah, The Dark Knight Rises. It's, again, I'll just say Lucifer, mumbo jumbo. All right, so that was that stuff. And then there's James Holmes Conspiracy. If you've seen this one, I haven't seen this, but I'm going to ask ChatGPT quickly. And then continue to the next setup. Okay, let's see this one. Summarize the documentary by, what's his name? Just get it right. Mark. Oh my goodness, just put the names in, man. By Mark Howitt. Let's see here. Okay, so some key themes and claims in the documentary include inconsistencies in the official story. Documentary points out discrepancies in the timeline, witness accounts, and the evidence presented by law enforcement. Mind control. It explores the possibility that James Holmes might have been under some form of mind control, citing his unusual behavior like his dazed appearance in court and his history of mental health illness. Second shooter theory. The film suggests that Holmes might not have acted alone and that could have been a second shooter, based on reports from some witnesses who mentioned seeing another person. The role of pharmaceutical. The documentary touches on Holmes' use of prescription drugs and speculates on their possible influence on his mental health, mental state, and actions. Media manipulation. It also critiques the role of the media in shaping public's perception and potentially covering up certain aspects of the case. Interesting. Okay, my Canadian friends and I lost a YouTube channel because of the Trump stuff. Interesting. Yeah, you gotta be very, very careful with the Trump stuff. I think my YouTube channel is pretty much, like my math stuff has like saved my channel. It's like pretty much every of my 9/11 videos is in a limited state, and I always get a warning and so on. But then the math ones and the science stuff help out. Going further, okay, so that was this one. Now we're gonna look at Jay Myers' documentary, Invisibility Technology Used in Elisa Lam Case. And his Jay Myers, so his YouTube channel was deleted. And then he didn't get a chance to upload this on his BitChute, but someone luckily did, and I downloaded this as well. It's pretty epic. I'm gonna have to post this as well. If you type on BitChute, go to embed instead, you get the full video. Let's see the full video. Come on, you gotta play this one. The stream won't be good without this. Okay, this is Elisa Lam. Okay, so that was Elisa Lam. First, I'm gonna go to the wiki, and also this thing here, Elisa Lam's death. Okay, math easy. Okay, that was this sound. No, I put the wrong one there. Oh, I put the wrong tweet there. Used in her tech. Okay, I want to go to Elisa Lam. Let's go to Elisa Lam. This is her Twitter account. Yes, I haven't had a chance to fix this all up. Voice Skull Technology, Elisa Lam, and this one here. Okay, this is her Twitter. And I'm gonna go, and here's the elevator video. And let's go here. Video. Okay, so that was the elevator video there. And we're gonna open up links. So here's Death of Elisa Lam. So she actually lives, used to live in Vancouver, pretty much next to where I live. So on February 19th, 2013, the body of Canadian tourist Elisa Lam, born as Lam Hohi, was recovered from a large cistern, or just a water cavity, as a space, a cistern is a space excavated in bedrock or soil designed for catching and storing water. To prevent leakage, the interior of cistern is often lined with a hydraulic plaster. Matt Campbell on acts as a false propagandist. A false propagandist or a true propagandist? That's a double negative. Anyways, but yes, who's Matt Campbell? Who's Matt Campbell? on X. This guy, Matt Campbell, Blue Hog Report. This guy here, Matt Campbell. Okay. She's found a water tank. Yeah, so she was found in a water tank, yeah, on top of the hotel. So this is interesting stuff here. So let's go. I'm going to close the James Holmes one. If you've seen any of the James Holmes conspiracy, if you have any specific info, let me know. And this one is... I'll go back here so you know the title. Jay Myers documentary. Okay, so it was recovered from a large cistern on top of the Stay on Main hotel in downtown LA, where she had been a guest. She was last seen alive on January 31st and was reported missing by her parents on February 8. Her body was discovered by a hotel maintenance worker investigating complaints of flooding and low water pressure. Okay, so reported missing here, and her body's found in February 19th. She was last seen January 31st. Interest in Lam's disappearance increased on February 13th when the Los Angeles Police Department released security camera footage of her behaving erratically in a hotel elevator on the day she was last seen. The video went viral, while an autopsy performed on February 21st was inconclusive in determining the manner of Lam's death. So she was in that water thing, and then all the people were started drinking out of her water. Like out of her blood water. Okay, determine the manner of Lam's death. The Los Angeles County Coroner's Office subsequently ruled the death an accident, with bipolar disorder being a significant contributing factor. So bipolar disorder, as manic depression, is a mental disorder characterized by periods of depression and periods of abnormal elevated mood that each lasts from weeks to days. So she's basically saying, oh, she had a period. She's on her menstrual cycle. That's what the mainstream narrative. That's how bad the mainstream narrative is. Because again, she was found inside, on top of the hotel, inside a giant water container. So guests of the Stay on Main sued the hotel over the incident, and Lam's parents filed a separate suit later that year. The latter was dismissed in 2015. Some of the early internet interests noted what were considered to be unusual similarities between Lam's death and the 2002 horror film Dark Water. The case since has been referenced in international popular culture and has been a subject of several creative works. So go here. Dark Water. It's a 2002 Japanese supernatural horror film directed by Hideko Nakata and written by Yoshi Naka. It's a what is the Bitcoin founder? Satoshi Nakamoto. So you combine these two. These guys made Satoshi Nakamoto. Or Yoshiro Nakamura. So this guy, written by this Bitcoin founder. Probably AI generated. What is that? As with Scott Myers, there's a video record of craziness, so she's a performer in my opinion. I don't know. She's from UBC, from my university. Again, I don't like assuming the stuff because again, my view is that the people around the world literally would do a real ritual like this. They're actually murderous Satanists and so on. So the film stars this one here. The plot follows a divorced mother who moves into a rundown apartment with her daughter and experiences supernatural occurrences, including mysterious water leak from the floor above. And what's in the water? Okay, what's in the water? Yoshimi heads to the building roof and notices the water tank was last opened and inspected over a year ago. Shortly before Mitsuko was last seen, she has a vision and realizes that Mitsuko fell into the tank while trying to retrieve her red bag and drowned. Meanwhile, Mitoki's guest attempts to drown Yokodo in the bathtub. So she has a vision of drowning, and then she gets drowned in there. And then tearfully, Yoshimi sacrifices herself to appease the spirit who claims Yoshimi in a heavy torrent water. I think he's drinking. Is there drinking? Okay, there's nothing drinking. Drink. How come they don't mention it? Because they were literally like drinking water or using it, and there's like all bloody and stuff in it. Okay, so that was that stuff. Okay, now you have a background of it. And now this is Jay Myers. This is not his channel. It is on YouTube, but it is deleted. So Jay Myers, his actual channel. But now he's suddenly promoting Trump. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I don't know. This was one of the biggest letdowns. This is I always recommended his work. Okay. Okay, so I got a message right here. I'm gonna send some stuff here. Okay, speaking of disinformation, so first of all, I'm gonna get to the Jay Myers guy. So Jay Myers, this guy here, he's on BitChute and I think Rumble or somewhere else, but he hasn't posted that much in a while. But he has great documentaries, at least most of them are great. And then all of a sudden, 10 months ago, he had a Project Bluebeam, fake alien invasion, but the Elisa Lam video is not in this one because he hasn't uploaded it yet because it was on his YouTube and before it got deleted. And then now he started posting this one: "Is America worth one good man's life?" And he posts this photo up of Trump, the fake shooting. It's ridiculous, like absolutely ridiculous. So speaking of that, so this guy, I thought he was a good truther, and then promoting Trump like Alex Jones, Ryan Dawson, both this info agents be at the start. But this raises questions like what in the world's going on here? But again, he never talked about 9/11, Judy Wood, and so on. But I'm getting messages right here from Jesse Ventura endorsing Kamala Harris. Time for a woman president. Well, I'm not surprised because he is the left-wing truther guy. Let's see his noise.
A few years ago, I'm going to be selfish. A few years ago, I got the opportunity to see the United States elect its first black president. I didn't think that could ever happen, and they even re-elected him. Well, now I'm going to be selfish again. I've only got a few elections to go. I'm 73 years old now, so the window's closing. I want to be alive to see the first woman president of the United States of America and the first woman commander-in-chief, and we've got her right now.
Governor, thank you so much for sharing your views on this issue. I think a lot of people have been very interested to hear what you have said. So you are officially endorsing the Harris-Walz ticket, excuse me.
Yes, I want to see a woman president. It's time for a woman president. We men have screwed it up enough. And
All right. This is absolutely wild. He's on CNN. This guy's is a fake conspiracy guy. He was promoting Judy Wood and so on his conspiracy theory channel, and again, and now he's promoting Kamala. But again, if he promoted Kamala or Trump, there's no difference. But there's a lot of predictive programming for first female president, and also last president. So if there's anyone that can beat Trump, it's a woman. In narrative terms, you have to always think with the narrative. What's the strongest script? So my view is, I think what may happen is that Trump loses the election and then takes over somehow, like somewhere January 6th. So January 6th is not going anywhere. He lost the plot in old age. Yeah, what a rotten fraud. Well, I don't know if he lost the plot. I think he was allowed to say some stuff, and then or they were just replacing him with another clone. But anyways, Ventura is going to add to the thingy here. So he went from promoting Judy Wood and also testing out HARP voice thingy here. HARP voice of Skull Tech.
Jesse Ventura has his doubts that the HARP antennas can broadcast radio waves that influence people's thoughts. But Nick Begich is prepared for the skeptics.
This is just a standard CD player. And what these are is piezoelectric transducers. And in simple language, they carry a signal that can enter the nervous system so that you can get that proverbial voice in the head. And so by activating this, placing these electrodes, on the surface of the skin, blocking the ears tightly, you'll hear the music just as if your ears were playing it, but the ears have nothing to do with it. The eighth cranial nerve, the part that connects to the brain, has nothing to do with it.
so in other words, I can touch this to my neck and hear it without my ears hearing it, and no one else in the room will hear it.
That is correct. I want you to block your ears really tightly so you can't hear it.
Now, Dr. Nick Begich is showing him how the HARP transmitter can send a signal directly to his brain.
Wow.
So what did you hear?
Well,
he's about to say, it says vote for Kamala Harris. She's going to be the first female president. All right, let's go.
Music, right. But it's strange because I listened to try to figure out where the music was coming from, and it seemed like right here.
Right.
It sounded like I was hearing it almost through the top of my head or my forehead.
Right.
Yeah. So we've confirmed it. So he got literally harped telling him to vote for Kamala. Okay, going back here, Jesse Ventura. It says one here. So Jesse Ventura going from government is suppressing free energy technology to government should force people to wear masks is a next level plot twist.
Did you know it's easier to buy a gun in Texas than vote?
Yeah, that's insane.
And now this latest thing. What was the latest thing that crazy governor? Oh, he's now the governor is now overruling mask mandates.
Yeah.
In other words, no one in Texas can make you wear a mask. And by the way, I love the mask.
Right.
You know why? I wrote an op-ed piece. It gave me freedom.
Yeah.
I can go in the store now. Yeah. Nobody bothers me. And if I keep my mouth shut, nobody does. And I don't have to talk to people that I probably didn't want to talk to anyway.
Yeah.
I got people criticizing me now saying I've sold out because I got vaccinated. Mm-hmm. What a crock of crap. I sold out because I want to live. Right. And I look at the statistics, and when 99% of the vaccine people live and only 1% die, I'm going on the 99 side, people.
Yeah. So there's the pro-vax, pro-mask lunatic now. Absolutely ridiculous. It's Paul says, have you seen a laser-induced plasma like mimic human voice? Yeah, I've showed it multiple times in the stream. It's on the Telegram. Voice, or let's go sound. Laser sound. Yeah, this one here could produce sound right there.
Depending on scientists have commands on the edge of the perimeter, we shoot out the area we want to keep a perimeter secure. Now, where this becomes useful is around an area we want.
So that one you could play sound there. There's a link to Telegram. And then I think device works by conducting sound off the jaw. I don't know about that one. I think it's the auditory effect thingy. I think I put it in here. Auditory. I think auditory, microwave auditory effect. I think it's involved microwave. Also known auditory, consists of human perception of sounds induced by pulse or modulated radio frequencies. Perceived sounds are generated directly inside the human head without the need of any receiving. Effect was, how does it work though exactly? Okay, there's this one here. First effects radio transponder, and I think that device there just sends the microwaves directly. But you can, the guy even said you could do it from a distance. Pam running, let's go. First emojis using the superfan emojis. Okay, I can't believe Ventura is still around and people broadcast him. Yeah, I spent the Ventura. No, that same one he was using. The guy said that they uses microwave, but that could be used at a distance. He says this one is just on the thing, but I think it's not the. I don't think it's the one that vibrates it. He literally says use a microwave. But anyways, I have to double check. If you could send me any actual documentation on it. Okay, Leo Domination's no idea Ventura was such a sellout. So apparently there's another guy that's selling it. Well, again, 9/11's a big one. That's why I always say promote it, talk about it like directly, and then that gives you at least some leeway. But he hasn't talked about it in years, so that kind of ruins it. Because this guy says, I'll check out this message right here. Okay, Matt Campbell. Okay, this guy, Matt Campbell. Matt Campbell 9. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the Matt Campbell guy. So many actors and wrestlers. Well, that's the thing. He's both. He's literally an actor and a wrestler. Yeah, that is true. So many actors and wrestlers as politicians. It's like, okay, Matt Campbell. Which one is Matt Campbell? I think this might be Matt Campbell. I'm gonna double check because I got saying that he's talking about Judy Wood. Okay, this is not the Matt Campbell then. So which one's the Matt Campbell? Okay, so I sent, Gary, I sent you a message, just send me the link to it. Okay, let's go continue for the guys. We have a whole bunch of stuff here. Go back to the, so death of Elisa Lam. So apparently, and then there's drinking water. Let's go back to drinking water. Why did they mention the drinking water? Or the water? Okay. Okay, during the search for Lam, guests at the hotel began complaining about low water pressure. Some later claimed their water was colored black and had an unusual taste. On the morning of February 19th, Santiago Lopez, a hotel maintenance worker, found Lam's body in one of four 1,000-gallon tanks located on the roof, providing water to guest rooms, a kitchen, and a coffee shop. Through the open hatch, he saw Lam lying face up in the water. The tank was drained and cut open since its maintenance house was too small to accommodate equipment needed to remove Lam's body. On February 21st, the Los Angeles Coroner's Office issued a finding of accidental drowning with bipolar disorder as a significant factor. Anyways, they'll throw that in there. Yeah, Corn Pop, bad dude. Satoshi Nakamoto can be interpreted as central intelligence. Satoshi often implies wisdom or intelligence. Nakamoto can be broken down into Naka, meaning center. Yeah, I have seen that. And middle moto, it's literally CIA stuff. But then again, it was like internet as well. Internet was literally made by CERN. Made by World Wide Web was made by. DARPA made internet. DARPA internet. So internet's made by DARPA. And it was initially called ARPANET. And so this was initially ARPANET was the first wide area packet switch network, and then this is the precursor internet. And then became the technical foundation of internet. This is DARPA. It's literally DARPA, United States Department of Defense Advanced Research Project Agency. Now you have World Wide Web. This is the www protocol we're using. It's all was on CERN. So built at CERN. And www, it's vav or 666 in the Hebrew. And CERN, again, you get the CERN. Satoshi's not a real person, in my opinion. Oh yeah, obviously it's not a real person. It's a CIA. It could be the name of a CIA member or from a Japanese member or something. They're all together, and you got the 666 CERN making World Wide Web, and now you have digital gold, which is Bitcoin. So it's yeah, you do the math. All right, going further. Okay, so we got J Mars. What happened to Elisa Lam? Now this is the interesting part. Okay, so we're gonna first let's play the video actually of her actually doing stuff. Going back here, J Myers. Oh, actually, I forgot to include this part. We'll do that after. Okay, after the Elisa Lam one, we'll go to the Sonya Massey shooting, and I'll get a link to that soon or after. Okay, so let's go back here. So J Myers, went from truth stuff, and then I'll promoting pro-Trump stuff, similar to Matthew Buddha, another researcher at Epic Videos, and then I'll going back to nonsense. Okay, let's watch this right here. What did I put? BitChute. What's this one here? Channel. Oh, whoops. Elevator. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's J Myers. J Myers. I think that's J Myers channel. I'm gonna close this. All right, close that. There's 39 people in the chat. Oh no, that's Matthew Buddha. Never mind. Okay, that's Matthew Buddha. Okay, this is. I'm gonna put this here. Anyway, sorry about this delay. Okay, now we're good. Okay, elevator video is here's the elevator video. So this was released. This is, I'll see this date here. February 13th, 2013, and she was missing on Elisa Lam wiki, death of it. She was freaked out and hiding from the voices. The voice probably told her it was safe. How did they not evacuate a hotel with seriously contaminated water, decomp juice? Well, they had multiple tanks. Apparently they had 8, and then one of them was for some of the location, it was higher pressure and so on because you're squeezing it out. Some people had said dark water. And let's go. So interested in Lam. So she disappeared. Let's say February 19th is when her body's found. January 31st is when she was last seen. She was reported missing by her parents February 8th. Okay. And interest in Lam's disappearance occurred on February 13th when the video became pretty wild. So here's the video. Let's play this. Here's the person. Okay. Okay, so she's looking around. And she thinks that someone's there, and it's holding up these. The doors open. So the thing is. So again, assuming it's not a giant play, which I doubt it is. I always look at it. Okay, let's see what we have first, and then see what we can find. Not just jump to any conclusion. Okay, and so the elevator is kept opening. So it's not. If let's assume it's all real. Assuming all the video is real, and so on, she's actually wondering what's going on. it wouldn't just be voices in her head because the door is actually kept open. Okay, so it's not just something in her head. The video is, so it could, let's say it could be a maintenance issue, or it could be some cloaking technology. We'll get to that in a bit. I guess she's looking up, or she's wondering, and then she sort of touches the space as if something's there. So unless someone's holding the door with a button or something, let's see what's going on. So the door's not closing. So remember, this is the elevator they show, and this is just before she apparently drowned inside the water tank. She pressed 5 buttons. She's pressing a bunch of buttons. May have hold door button. I highly doubt it's a hold door. I've never seen an elevator like this. And again, you have to realize it's in conjunction with her body being found allegedly inside the water tank. So you have to say, and now she's touching something. She looks like she's touching something. Okay. And then she's wondering. So that part got me. That's why I put it in the thumbnail. Now she's like, it looks like she's touching something, like literally. And now she's bending a bit. Okay. And now she's going out of there. Or maybe even carried out there. Interesting. And then the elevator closes. I think she may have been carried out or something. Okay, now I'm going to fast forward. Let's go fast forward. A whole door has to be continuously pressed. Yeah, that is true, because they don't want just people just holding it open forever. And then it closes. So you got this in conjunction with it. Again, assuming it's all real. Assuming it's not a giant play. Which, something. But again, I think it's... Okay, and then it opens and closes for some reason. Let's see. So what in the world's going on? Okay, now it's closed finally. Okay, now it's open again. Maybe the guy... Okay, so that was that. Now we'll watch some of the Jay Myers stuff. Okay, Jay Myers. Elevator seems to be a service mode. The doors would not normally stay open that long. But again, you have to, in conjunction with her allegedly dying. Some of the hotel guests found the water extra delicious. Then they went vampiric. Then Buffy the vampire decided to clean up the whole town. Now I'm going in a 10-minute timeout. No, it's alright. Anyways, Tim, just slow it down. I just want to... The reason I look at this one because of the technology, this video that he has documentary here. Anyway, okay. But before we get to that, another part someone mentioned was, I think I put it in here. Jay Myers. Oh, I didn't mention it in here. Okay, so apparently the hotel owner was a Satanist. Elisa Lam, hotel owner, was a Satanist. So apparently he was a Satanist as well. Where's the Satanist? 9 chilling facts. I heard it from someone mentioned here. I gotta find the Satanist part. Yeah, this was before I get to the cloaking tag. This is very interesting stuff. Okay, this person here, hotel owner. This guy's from actually 9 years ago. He was saying, oh, invisibility tech is not advanced enough for this. And we'll get to this soon. I just want to get to this hotel part. Owner or Satanist. Owner. Satanist. Okay, let's see this here.
But I've heard from a lot of commenters and seen a lot of postings about some other things that might have happened. For example, Richard Ramirez, the infamous Night Stalker that lived at the Cecil Hotel, was into Satanism. And some people theorize that maybe there's some kind of satanic rituals still going on there. Perhaps her murder was tied to a ritual done on the rooftop or something along those lines. Also, I did
yeah, so that was the Night Stalker. Interesting. Cecil Hotel. If the owner was Satanist, so no, it wasn't the owner. I think it was this guy here. Apparently what it's famous for... where's the Night Stalker? Oh, whoops. So 1980s, the hotel's temporary residence of serial killer Richard Ramirez, nicknamed the Night Stalker, was a regular presence in the Skid Row area, according to a hotel clerk who had known him. Ramirez stayed at the Cecil for a few weeks. He committed at least most of his murders while staying there. He reportedly stripped off his bloody clothes in the alley outside the building before climbing interior stairs to his residence in his bloodstained underwear. And he was a Satanist, I think. Okay, where's the Night Stalker? Richard Ramirez. Satan. So he also cultivated a interest in Satanism and occult and so on. So that was the same place in the 1980s, though. Okay, so this guy here, does he have voices? Voice, okay, no voices. Night Stalker, walk-in killer. Okay, so that's that guy. Okay, so it wasn't the owner. I got it mixed up, but it's still pretty epic. Okay, so now I'm gonna go play this part here. This part. Where's the BitChute? Okay, there's BitChute. Let's play some of this.
Here's where the story takes yet another intriguing turn.
There's another question. How's the audio of the video that I'm playing? Is it good, or should I make it louder, or what?
At the time of Elisa's visit, there was a company, cryptically named the Invisible Light Agency, whose address was listed as being at the Cecil Hotel. The Invisible Light Agency specialized in visual effects, the type that might be needed for the development of cloaking technology. Information about the Invisible Light Agency appears to have been scrubbed from the net, with the only remaining image associated with it being this strange pyramid logo. But researchers managed to find an article about the company that names an employee by the name of Anthony Vu. Anthony Vu's LinkedIn shows that after he worked for the Invisible Light Agency, he went on to work for Raytheon, one of the largest military contractors. The same company that has developed various non-lethal weaponry capable of being used on civilians. Deeper research turned up articles from 2009 that revealed Raytheon was heavily involved in the production of advanced invisibility technology at the time. And a curious term kept showing up in the articles related to the development of such technology: visible light. Could this be the inspiration for the name of the...
Okay, going back here. This is the new device can cloak a much wider spectrum of waves, nearly limitless, and will scale far more than that of visible light. Okay, going further.
Visible light. Could this be the inspiration for the name of the Invisible Light Agency? But what would the Invisible Light Agency be doing at a place like the Cecil? Actually, the hotel would be the perfect place to experiment with invisibility technology. The place is rumored to be haunted, so reports of invisible forces would only add to the building's reputation, and anyone who insisted otherwise would simply be dismissed as one of the many drug users and transients who frequented the establishment. Elisa tweeted about a Harry Potter-style invisibility cloak being developed by the government, and ended.
Yeah, okay, going back here. So she tweeted January 13th, 2013, literally a few days before her missing, or a few weeks before. See the Elisa Lam tweet. I think I opened it up. Okay, let's go back here. Elisa Lam on X, this one here. So this was her Twitter. I don't tweet 314. Interesting. Speakeasy, January 27th. Get on it. Get on us on MySpace. January 16th. And then going here, as I get older, a more disposable income, just more like an English schoolboy. Okay, Canadian company invents invisibility cloak. And then she puts a link to the Huffington Post article on it. And this was the quantum stealth one. But the article's not showing anymore. Or at least the link is not working. Anyways, but it was a quantum stealth one. So here's from this BitChute.
Developed by the government.
Yes, this is a quantum stealth, and I've showed the quantum stealth one.
And ended up being...
So we go back here. This was before they showed it. So the United States military is reportedly backing a Canadian company's development of a material that can render soldiers invisible.
Ended up being tormented by an invisible opponent prior to her inexplicable demise. Is this just yet another coincidence? In many ways, it is...
Okay, so this is Jay Myers. He's pretty epic, but I'll get to the... I missed out the invisibility part, the actual invisibility section, what he's talking about.
Invisibility. Actually modeled after a of dark energy. Could this possibly be? Crowley was frequent... Elisa behaving bizarre London's Lucifer, saying,
"The consideration."
Okay, let's see what the Alistair Crowley's in there. Okay, it's a matter of stairs on the Trump's. Some there are 66, the room where the devil's advocate, Basile Charity Kushner's Trump's gender. Also bought 666 on it. Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of 666 and Apollo stuff. His whole apartment or penthouse suite is dedication to Apollo. It's all gold and Apollo everywhere. Anyways, so this is, ignore this Blue Hog guy. Because there's Elisa Lam. What I want to close is going back to this. Where's the Twitter that I just opened up? Okay, so there's the Twitter. Hotel owner was a Satanist. No, not the hotel owner. It was thanks for the. It was actually the location of the serial killer in the 1980s. The Night Walker. The alleged serial killer. Okay, this is Huffington Post. But it was so that article. So I'll move this over to here. Move this. Let's just organize this better. So there's Elisa Lam video. There's the video that we're watching. I'll get to the invisibility stuff more on it. Okay, so it's not the hotel owner. It was actually the other guy, Night Walker, that used to, at the same hotel, the Cecil. Okay, let's see, 9 chilling facts here. I'm gonna ignore this. Okay, this is the Ramirez guy. Yeah, this one here was the serial killer and Satanist. Okay, so so this guy here. He was trying to downplay invisibility section here. Well, because he was saying that the quantum stealth one, there's no evidence of it. It was just rumored to be happening, and so on. But the quantum stealth one, they actually showed it. If you now they showed it. Quantum stealth. Okay, this is invisibility. Okay. Yeah, this is the quantum stealth one. So they finally showed it. So when those videos came out, and the article that she shared in 2013, it was about this company, but they didn't show. They just said it was rumored that they're developing it, but they actually have it.
By now, you may have seen the viral videos going around of the new invisibility cloak material from Hyperstealth Biotechnology Corporation. Well, Hyperstealth was kind enough to send us some early samples of the material.
Actually, this one's Hyperstealth. The other one's Quantum Stealth. I don't know, but I thought it was the same one. But anyways,
to try out ourselves, and it works as advertised, refracting light around target objects and obscuring them from view without the need for a power source. Now let's cut right to the chase and get into HUD called a lenticular lens. This technology has been around for decades, most commonly used. So I spoke to the man behind the material, literally. Guy Kramer, president.
So it uses a holographic tech right here. Of the two.
Version 1 of Quantum Stealth is the same material, just without any picture printed behind it. They even make the same scratchy sound. Listen. I wanted to learn more about the later versions of Quantum Stealth and how they improve upon version 1. So I spoke to the man behind the material, literally.
Let me go back here. How does this work?
Repeating images that could be useful for hiding larger objects. And later versions include camouflage patterns printed into the materials and different orientations of the lenses that allow the scrambling of targets positioned much closer to the material. By now you might be wondering, why isn't this material classified if it's for the military?
It was actually my shareholder.
Is actually something you're
let's see, I want to go back to here. I want to see how exactly they have it. They have like weird holographic material set up. Okay, there it is. There's a slow-mo.
Familiar with. It's a thin sheet of plastic with cylindrical ridges on one side called a lenticular lens. This technology has been around for decades, most commonly used to create holographic images, like this album cover that lives on my refrigerator.
Okay, so anyways, that's some of the tech there, and there's some other stuff here. And you can also do thermal spectrum invisibility as well. You go near ultraviolet, infrared, and just hide everything. And this guy's whole body's cut off there. Okay, so that was that. And I'm going to continue. Let's go back to this part, I think, where he starts talking about invisibility. I guess I went to the end when I showed you guys.
Aleister Crowley wrote concerning the best place to perform a ritual, saying,
"The consideration for the proper place of such an operation gave rise to much mental labor. It is, generally speaking, desirable to choose the locality of a recent battle, and the greater the number of slain, the better.
Along with the...
Wait, and that was from the book Moonchild. That's, oh my goodness, that's Aleister Crowley book, Moonchild, about, in my opinion, Trump. But anyways.
In the better.
Along with the inordinate number of serial killers who called the building home, the hotel has also been known as a hotbed of suicides and unsolved murders, some very gruesome. All of this makes the location a perfect place for black magic rituals. A fact that surely wasn't missed on Richard Ramirez during his stay on the 15th floor. But the dark energy that permeates the building dates back to its very inception. The Cecil Hotel was actually modeled after a much older hotel in London by the same name. Built by the influential Cecil family, the hotel was frequented by London's Luciferian elite, and even included its own Masonic lodge. For a time, it was the home of Aleister Crowley, who infamously claimed to have conjured an entity he called Lam.
Wait, so Aleister Crowley was there. Alright, so they got a Masonic lodge. You have Aleister Crowley there. Note on advice. So a lot of people say, "Oh, conspiracy info. Well, what are you going to use it for?" Well, you can avoid this hotel. Like if someone told me this is where Aleister Crowley was at, I'm not staying in that hotel. Okay, there's a Freemasonic lodge there. That's another piece. Like I am not going anywhere near there.
Spelled the same as Elisa's last name.
Wait. Go back.
Who infamously owned Masonic lodge. For a time, it was the home of Aleister Crowley, who infamously claimed to have conjured an entity he called Lam.
No way. So it's literally Elisa Lam. It's literally a giant ritual. Okay, Aleister Crowley Lam entity. No way. Let's just see this. This is a bit scary. Okay, so that was the name of the yeah. No way. Because I've seen that a lot of times. Looks like a gray alien type figure. This guy here, a drawing of Crowley by Crowley of Lam. So literally the gray alien that he got a vision and then he wrote his book in Mumbo Jumbo. Unbelievable. He believed that he was contacted by a preternatural entity. What in the world are these words? Named Lam. Abnormal. Just call it abnormal. My goodness. Or supernatural. Alright, going back here.
Spelled the same as Elisa's last name.
Lam, thou voice of the silence, cliff of Ur-Par-Krat, I evoke thee. I evoke thee.
Was her trip to the City of Angels but the first in a series of long-planned steps, ultimately leading to her own demise? Have you ever wondered what goes into making one of these documentaries?
Okay, where's the...
Well, then you'll love my new behind the scenes. Only of these.
So that's Jay Myers.
But what are we to make of the haunting surveillance footage showing Elisa behaving bizarrely and seeming to interact with some unseen being in the final moments before her disappearance? The autopsy revealed no drugs in her system, which might account for such behavior. But researchers found an interesting clue among Elisa's social media posts. Prior to her trip to California, Elisa shared an article on Twitter about an advanced cloaking device being developed by military contractors.
Actually, oh no, never mind. It is hyper stealth. Yeah, so that was the exact one I just showed you. Is this one? But this was again back in 2013. The article says the United States military is reportedly backing Canadian companies' development of a material that can render soldiers invisible. But then what I'm showing you is they actually make it public.
This invisibility cloak allowed the wearer to become totally invisible to others. Invisibility. The power has been sought after since time immemorial. 16th century Japanese initiates of the ancient art of ninjutsu developed legendary methods of camouflage that allowed them to infiltrate the most guarded fortresses undetected, earning them the nickname Stealth Warriors. Today, 21st century stealth technology allows modern warriors what ninjas could only dream of: literal invisibility. Enter the 2020 blockbuster Invisible Man, based on the science fiction novel by H.G. Wells. In it, a woman is tormented by her abusive ex-boyfriend, a sociopathic billionaire with access to a secret experimental invisibility suit.
And yes, this is based on the H.G. Wells guy. He's the War of the Worlds guy who a lot of his stuff definitely does know about advanced tech. I think he's the one also says advanced tech is seen as magic. It's like if you have like the next generation of advanced tech is seen as magic or whatnot to the people that don't know about it.
While the movie may be science fiction, in reality, the military has been developing such technology for decades.
This is amazing. Once thought to be impossible, and now it's done in the laboratory.
All right, this could go in so many different directions. I mean, you could go. This could be bad. You could have people spying on our top intel agents at the Pentagon and elsewhere.
Also, you could evade your boss too. You know, so he can't spy on you.
Yeah, or you could spy on your boyfriend if you were so inclined.
Oh, well, that's true too.
According to an expert interviewed by CNN in 2013, quote, "What's coming up very soon is the invisibility cloak from Harry Potter." That was in 2013.
But developers already have one eye on tomorrow.
What's coming up down the road and very quickly is the Harry Potter cloak.
How invisible are we talking here? If I walked into a room with a soldier wearing one of these cloaks?
You wouldn't see him at all. He would be completely invisible to you.
If the military was openly teasing such technology back then, what achievements might they have quietly made since? It is widely understood among alternative researchers that advanced government technology is roughly 30 years ahead of what is currently available to the general public.
Oh, whoops, I got the quote wrong. It's not H.G. Wells. It's actually Arthur C. Clarke. Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. So that's the quote.
February 2013, 1 month after Elisa's death. A strange video begins circulating online.
Well, it was 1 month. I gotta find the exact link of this. If anyone can find this, allegedly, a U.S. soldier goes into Iraqi infantry and he's wearing a cloaking device or cloaking clothing.
Claiming to have been circulating online. 1 month after.
So a month after
Elisa's death. A strange video begins circulating online claiming to have been leaked by Iraqi insurgents intending to film an IED explosion. What they apparently caught was much more intriguing. It depicts an American soldier who appears to be wearing a type of cloaking technology that transforms his appearance into that of a moving blur, similar to what is depicted in the Predator movies. Is it possible that the invisible force Elisa appears to be interacting with on the mysterious elevator footage was someone wearing an invisibility suit? The idea may not be as far-fetched as it sounds. If there was someone outside the elevator pressing the door hold button, it would explain why the elevator didn't move. It would also explain why Elisa then exited the elevator in a strange manner, as if expecting to catch someone standing outside. And why she kept groping around in the air with her hands outward. And here's where the story takes yet another intriguing turn. At the time of Elisa's visit, there was a company.
Yeah, and there's the Invisible Light Agency company. Okay, ties to Raytheon and so on. So that's absolutely wild stuff there. Definitely into it, and then especially that Elsa Crowley was there. A bunch of serial killers, suicides, and Elsa Crowley, and he's the one that sees Lam, the gray alien guy. And also H.G. Wells had the Invisible Man book, or based on the Invisible Man. Let's see what else he has. He has War of the Worlds, again World War. This was 1898, War of the Worlds, and then World War I and World War II happened during his lifetime, and he dies on 1946, Trump's birthday, one year after World War I ended, and this is August 13th, so literally like 2 months after Trump was born. So that's interesting. Okay, so that is absolutely interesting. I'm gonna go to War of the Worlds. What other books he has? The Time Machine. So he has a Time Machine. War in the Air, Dystopian, and I think he has Invisible Man. Writer, Time Machine, Line, and Invisible Man, War of the World, When Sleeper Wakes. The First Men in the Moon. What? He wrote everything. Alright, so The First Men in the Moon, H.G. Wells scientific romance, and he wrote in November 1900 to June 1901. So in other words, the start of the century, he told you the big thing on that's going to happen. And he also wrote The Brave New World, which we're currently in. I think we're like a combination of Brave New World. I think that Soylent Green and what else? 1984. Getting some messages. Okay, we got some invisibility cloak from 9/11 Visionist. Okay, we'll get to that in a bit. Yeah, so this guy literally wrote the moon stuff, World War, and Invisible Man. Invisible Man is the big one. This one is in terms of technology. Invisible Man, 1897. The novel title is this. It's like they're literally telling you about the technology they got. Okay, father of science fiction film. What is the plot? It demands to be left alone. Burglary. Okay, where's the invented chemicals capable of rendering bodies invisible? Interesting. So there it is. So we've just solved it. Invisibility. It's pretty interesting, in my humble opinion. It's pretty much solved. Okay, yeah, his brain melted. This is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, let's see this one here. Faceless people. 9/11 Visionist sent this. I'm gonna mute this. We'll play this and then we gotta go back to the Sonya Massey thing. Faceless people, invisible hands. New army video aims to lure recruits for psychological operations. This is May 2nd, 2024. Videos unsettling with a haunting image of faceless people, fire, and soldiers. The voiceover is a cascade of recognizable historical voices as the screen pulses cryptic messages touted the words, ideas, and invisible hands. Let's play the video. Where's the thingy? Haunting video. Invisible hands, U.S. Army. Invisible hands, U.S. Army. Ghost in the Machine, 3 months ago. Okay, so it's probably this one. 4th PSYOP group. This is literally a U.S. Army PSYOP division. I'm a little man in this little town. 3/11. Notice at the time of the video, 3/11. That's when pandemic was declared. On March 11th. I'm a little man in this little town, but there's a spark in little men that can burst into flame. Interesting.
There are many people in the world who really don't understand. Freedom has many difficulties, but we have never had to put a wall up to keep our people in. Freedom is indivisible. And when one man is enslaved...
Where's the invisible hands? I don't know if this is it. Invisible hands. That's not it. When did they release it? Faceless hands. May 2nd. This is May 1st. Okay. I don't think that was it. Voiceover. Show the video. It's like new video. Just show me a link. Ghost in the Machine. It might be this one. U.S. Armies. Let's play this one. Oh, that is the one. That is the one. Okay, that is the one.
All are not free.
Modern war has become a struggle for men's minds as well as for their bodies. Today we face an enemy who spends enormous sums of money and manpower all over the globe in an attempt to subvert the thinking of the people of the free world, confuse, divide, and ultimately to subjugate.
It is a contest unlike any we have ever faced in our history as a nation.
Contest for the minds and hearts of people around the world. All people.
When power corrupts, poetry cleanses. We must never forget that art is not a form of propaganda. It is a form of truth.
Psychologists find that control of emotions can be gained by understanding the stimulus-response pattern. Many everyday things become associated with these primary stimuli, partly by a process called conditioning.
It's a strange, shadowy world. The doctored photograph, the misquotation, the insinuation, and the lie.
I think of fire in connection with emotion. Cause, effect.
You've got to get a hold of yourself.
We have to work together. You have to help.
We'll light our country and all who serve it. And the glow from that fire can truly light the world.
Yes, in modern warfare, our military leaders are finding that words and ideas are highly effective weapons.
Or yeah, I don't know if those yeah, this was psychological operations. Yeah, for a second, I thought it was talking about invisibility cloaks for a second, but yeah, so they're talking about basically psyops and then getting people just without actually physically hitting them. But those soldiers like surrendering. That's very similar to, or reminds me of the voice of Skull Tech, right to their heads using words and so on. Very interesting. But yeah, anyways, there's psyops. Everyone's got psyops. Even Canadian government's got psyops. Psyop officer, psyop officer. Officer, let's go. Canada's openings. Yeah, so even Canada has openings for psyops. Literally says psyops officer. Like, this course is designed to produce psychological operations, psyops, and so on, and is officer for you if you need to join the Canadian government. PSYOPs officer, and also Canada do. No, this is Canadian directed energy. I think I had Canadian do. Yeah, Canadian government. Yeah, Canadian government also have talking about web page. They have a whole web page dedicated to directed energy weapons and so on. So we're getting into next level stuff. Okay. PSYOP to mine war the psychology of victims. Someone here wants to search for the PSYOP genesis. Interesting. And yeah, religion ordinary. Yeah, to post links you gotta be a mod. So if you want to post links, you can put it in the group chat or tag me in this, and I'll see this. See some posts here. This is from Corn Pop is a bad dude. The time Trump's father was arrested at KKK rally. What? Everyone? Holy, it's not just Hillary and Biden and Trump. Oh, there's me inside this. Inception. The father of Trump's, America of Trump's father. Inspirational fascism. Interesting. So he was part of a German-American, in the New Jersey region, called the German-American Bund organization that supported Hitler's Nazi party. Wow. Burn, bomb, destroy the German subjects of America in 1914, 1970. Yeah, very interesting. Is Trump's also, let's see, it's 3 minutes. What is this thingy? Oh, this one here. Okay, it's 3 minutes here. Okay, we found it. I'll look at this soon. I just want to get some more stuff here. From PSYOP to Mind War. Okay, we got a whole bunch of posts here. in the links chat. So you can post links chat there, and you can see a bunch of stuff there. And but yeah, Trump, yeah, it's also part of the Nazi stuff. The Epstein. He's also 2016 lawsuit. Katie Johnson literally filed a lawsuit saying that Trump and Jeffrey Epstein ordered her. So you got it's a usual pedo stuff. Okay, KK was mainstream big R Democrat Party. That's true. This is Unreal Army soldier wearing invisibility 2015 video. What the F fake this guy said 7 years ago? Well, I gotta find original.
Camouflage can be the difference between a soldier getting shot and going home. So a lot's riding on the next generation designed to outfit troops. It's only been 8 years since the Army spent $5 billion on camo that critics say didn't fool anyone. Soldiers complain to the...
Alright, so $5 billion on camo, or cameo, or yeah, on camouflage. And then obviously the mainstream narrative is, oh, they didn't do anything. They just wasted a bunch of money and stuff. No, they use it for black budget stuff. It's always the same, always.
The point the Army abandoned its one-size-fits-all universal pattern.
So they were looking for camouflage that they could use everywhere.
Correct. And it didn't work anywhere.
Guy Kramer is one of the designers competing to win the Army's next multi-million-dollar contract. This summer, he showed us the science behind every shape, size, and shade of these pixels.
You now have your camouflage. So we're trying to trick the brain into seeing things that aren't actually there.
Digital patterns recreate shapes already found in nature, and 3D layering creates depth and shadows where none exist. That's today's design, but developers already have one eye on tomorrow.
What's coming up down the road and very quickly is the Harry Potter cloak.
What is it?
With that fictional cloak, Harry isn't just camouflaged, he's invisible.
My body's gone.
How invisible are we talking here? If I walked into a room with a soldier wearing one of these cloaks?
On and get it working.
I was muted. Okay, now the revision says I'm muted. Let's go back to read it. So basically, the following video was released by Iraqi insurgents recording the detonation of a roadside IED on a mic. What they captured following the explosion is nothing short of remarkable. It seems the U.S. Army has ransacked Hogwarts. All right, there it is. That's what I said. I'm gonna mute it. Oh, there's the boom. So why do they play music? I don't want to get copyrighted. Okay. Okay, where's the thingy? So that was the roadside. Oh, double speed right now. Oh. Okay, there's the video. Holy. My intuition says it looks pretty real to me. Let's see. Just mute, my goodness, just so people don't realize there's copyright and everything. Like, tell me, oh, let's go back here. Neon good or slow 35% speed. See what they do now. Okay, there it is. Yeah, he's climbing up there. That's wild. X-ray filter. Well, because it. Why is there music? Yeah, it just goes in. Holy! All right. No, this is absolutely wild. Okay, I don't know what's this. Okay, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, subscribe. Yeah, so the fact that I've never heard about this video besides this and the J Myers one, that's very telling. Okay, epic stuff. There it is. Invisibility, J Myers. Yeah, let's go. Religiaire Original. Yes, thanks for subscribing to MES Links chat. Okay, let's go here. Soldier invisibility. Alright, going further, see the next setup, and then we'll just jump straight to the Sonya shooting after this. Well, actually, yeah. I'll see this right here. Stalin's right-hand man and founder of modern-day terrorism. This one is interesting. This was brought to me by Brzezinski's birthday on the chat last time. Okay, I'm going to close some stuff. Okay, so invisibility cloak confirmed. Alright, and this guy was downplaying invisibility cloak, so that's very interesting. YouTube yanked it off the page where it was embedded. Interesting. Yeah, so that's why you always have to like save everywhere. Fourth psyop, man. These are psychos. Let's see here. I'll subscribe this one because I do it once a month. Okay, 3 months ago, 2 years, just so I can have some updated info on it. Okay, so Felix Brzezinski, nicknamed Iron Felix, was a Soviet revolutionary and politician of Polish origin from 1979 until 1926. He led the first two Soviet secret police, and he was the key architect of the Red Terror, and the Gulag, and he also created the Gulag. And he founded the Gulag, mass arrests and so on. Estimated 50,000, 200,000 people were executed by Cheka, whatever his agency was. And he's like Stalin's right-hand man and Lenin's like chief of police or something. He then joined Lenin's Bolshevik party, and he's considered basically the father of terror. Let's go here. So he's discovered of terror. That's his, I think, his like nickname or so on. Father of Red Terror, Iron Felix, or founder of terror. And uses terror and so on. Yeah, architect of Red Terror and D Koshev, whatever. He's a Red Terror. Where's some news? Give me some like good headlines to drive home the point. Our founder, architect of terror. Yeah, the return of terror's architect. All right, and then they have a statue of him and so on. And his birthday is 9/11. His birthday is September 11th. All right, we're done, guys. His birthday is September 11th, guys. We cannot make this stuff up. Okay, so we're going to the next setup and see what we can go through and not go through, because I may need to go washroom soon. Check in interview. Okay, I'm gonna open the last stuff that we're gonna go through. Voice skull, super fake assassination attempt in 1912. We went over that. Shanksville hole. Yeah, this was pretty interesting. Oh yeah, Kim Clement prophecies. Actually, we'll go with Sonya Massey Shooting, and then we'll go through the other ones after. Here. Sonya. Oh, Massey. Okay. And I I'm going to the washroom. I'm gonna message the link. Okay, so now I'm gonna go washroom, and in the meantime, I'll play this. As always, I'll play a song from here while I go washroom. Which one should I play? Well, since Paul Loves is in the house, we'll play the Hutchinson Effect one. Let's go.
Most people would agree you can't get something for nothing. There's no such thing as a free lunch. And yet, we get our oxygen free from the air we breathe. We get sunlight free, and water, that used to be free until bottled drinking water came along. But science has come a long way since then. And laws, well, there's never been one that hasn't been broken.
Well, free energy is basically, and another word for it is zero-point energy. It's an energy that is contained within the vacuum of space and which is virtually undetectable by any traditional means. In fact, the energy is homogeneous and isotropic, the same everywhere in the same direction.
The Canadian government seized my laboratory, which was 22 tons of equipment. I came back from Germany and moved into this place here and started my experiments again with Army surplus and Navy surplus equipment. And some of this equipment actually goes back to the 1940s, directional finding equipment, all kinds of neat configurations, waveforms, and that right up to 44 gigahertz. That gives me a wide range and wide spectrum of fields and that to work with.
For the second time in 2 weeks, the U.S. has lost an unmanned spy plane over Iraq.
Thanks, Ann. Tonight, 3 numbers that could save your life. 911, 190 million calls
All right.
each year, but you won't.
We are back. Let's go. All right. So then I drank some water too, some juice. All right. So we are good to go. Okay. So we're gonna do the Sonya Massey stuff, and then actually this one's pretty epic as always. The GIF there. Open new image. All right. So this is so if you believe this happened, I just don't know anything. This guy about Bolshevism, Chabad, Lichabad are there, moving behind Trump. But again, it's not a movement on its own. It's a giant interconnected, like orchestrated by like some sort of top-down control. It's not just randomly occurring. But then a lot of the players don't even realize they're being manipulated. Because again, you got advanced tech. Okay, now we're gonna do the Sonya Massey one. Okay, Joe Massey joined the group. Let's go. So you posted it and then joined the group. How's that possible? Oh, actually, you can post comments. Okay, this PSYOP to Mind War Psychology of Victory. All right, we're gonna go here, and Sonya. I think I already have the link. Sonya. My goodness, just what is the name? Okay, love the GIF. Yeah, that one. Again, that's why 9/11's big. It's like that's literally what you expect. The level of audacity of the guys who pulled it off is absolutely remarkable. So I never thought that I would see anything that could compare to that, the audacity, until we came across until I realized just literally in this live stream, the Roosevelt guy. Where's the Roosevelt guy? President. Super fake. Why is it not? Oh, there it is. This one here is the only one that compares with the GIF. Let's go to the GIF. GIF. Okay, we are losing it. Okay, so the only thing that compares with 9/11. So this one here going in like this. The only thing compares to this one is Theodore Roosevelt speech. Let's go here. Or my goodness, where's the assassination? Okay, this one here. He got shot in a bullet. Yeah, Teddy's the only thing that compares. He got shot at his book and his steel eyeglass case, and then then hits the his book about communism, and then he continues doing a 90-minute speech. Like, what in the world is going on here? So to give you an analogy, if I got shot, I'm not doing a 90-minute live stream, guys. I'll be peacing it, guys. I'll see you in the hospital. Like, you'd be lucky if I'll be back in 90 days. All right, but then again, I am not as powerful as this person. What is going on here? All right. Teddy Roosevelt. I think he also made an appearance in my MES / eyes. He has like weird eyes, and I think his son as well. Let's go here. From MES. Actually, let's just scroll down to all the eyes. It's all the weird eyes. Even George Orwell has a weird eye. And this Teddy Roosevelt somewhere here. Where's Teddy? I'm pretty sure Teddy was in there. There's Hitler. There's Hitler's got a weird left eye. Yeah, you can see it's a bit weird. It's a bit lazy as well. You have to be like very. And then 4 GM scrutinizer Nazi color. Well, they're all working together. Let's see. This is Teddy Roosevelt. Okay, and he's also Freemason, even former president and Freemason. Usual. Okay, his left eye is a bit big. It's hard to say it because his left eye is a bit wobbly. Anyways, and as a kid as well, his eyes are a bit off. Anyways, I'm a bit obsessed with eyes. All right, so Teddy Roosevelt is the 1912 version of 9/11. like you believe this, you might as well believe Teddy Roosevelt is doing a 90-minute speech. Forrest Whitaker eyes. All right, interesting. Okay, nice. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the Grayson. The Sonya Massey shooting by. Okay, I'm gonna click on the wiki. Where's the wiki? Okay, so the killing of Sonya Massey. So on July 6, 2024, Sonya Massey, a 36-year-old black woman, was shot and killed in her home by Sean Grayson, a white deputy of the Sangamon County Sheriff's Office in Woodside Township near Springfield, Illinois, United States. So Massey called 911 about a possible prowler. What are these words? A dog? What is it? What is it? It's a shooting. What in the world is a prowler? My goodness. Like, people just make up names. Okay, here. Okay, Paul Lovelace sent an email. Share this on the stream. I was almost shot in the face. Here's a picture of a bullet from my neighbor discharging a high-power rifle through the wall on July 7th, missing my head by 4 inches. No way. We got Paul Lovelace in the house. Saying he got shot. So that was the rifle there. Here's a picture of a bullet from my neighbor discharging a high-powered rifle through the wall on July 7th, missing my head by 4 inches. Sharon Sherman was almost shot in the face. Holy. That's pretty wild there. Yeah, so he almost got taken out. Is there a reason why he was shooting? Like, why was he shooting? But yeah, that's pretty scary stuff. And yeah, so and you survived that. All right. And yeah, that is pretty wild stuff. Okay, so let's continue further. So prowler, person or animal that prowls, moves around an area, place, quite stealthy. Okay, so basically it's some sort of person prowling around. Paul says, true story, interesting. Is there a reason why the guy was shooting at you? Grayson and Paul is a targeted individual. Interesting. Grayson and an unidentified deputy responded and found nothing after searching the vicinity. Moving inside her house, the deputies requested her ID, and Massey began searching for it. Situation escalated quickly when Massey moved to the stove to remove a pot of boiling water. Grayson was concerned about, so yeah, he told her water's boiling. The unidentified officer backed away from unidentified. What does that mean? The other person. The unidentified officer backed away from her. Massey said twice, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." Grayson threatened to shoot her in the face and drew her service pistol. His partner did the same, and Grayson repeatedly yelled, "Drop the effing pot," and Massey immediately apologized. Grayson then shot her 3 times, hitting Massey in the head and ultimately killing her. The unidentified officer stated he was going to get the medical kit, but Grayson urged him not to. Following the shooting, Grayson was fired from the Sangamon County Sheriff's Office and charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder, among other charges. They removed the they removed it. No way. Throwing. They removed the wiki on it, huh? They literally had the throwing one, so you gotta go with the history. So they removed the part where she appears to be trying to throw the pot, but again, the pot's not gonna do anything. She's on the ground, like trying to lift it, or she's trying to again probably fighting. Remind there. See the. Okay, see the earlier one, August. They literally removed it. See when they removed it. See August 9th on wiki. Okay, so they added way longer, but they still removed the footage. Okay, this is very interesting. So this is a, it's like they removed it again, probably to make it seem like it's super anti-cop. But yeah, the cop is still nuts, absolutely like evil. But the thing, he has an alibi with the. Okay, so here is, man, they literally don't have it there. Where is it? August 5th, maybe. Let's try August 5th. Okay, there it is. There it is, the throwing. What's the reason? Further frame-by-frame analysis of Officer Grayson's body camera shows Massey throwing the pot at him, or it appears to be. So here's slow motion of the officer's thingy here. Let's just see it, slow motion. But why did they remove the... okay, there it is. It looks like it's just above her head. Throw, but then she... Why is he killing her like as if she's a zombie? Okay. So that was that. I just want to see what the reasoning was on wiki. Why did they remove it? Where's the chat? View history. Read. View history. Is there any chat or anything? Throwing. Pot. The article has been edited to include the fact that Sonya threw the pot of boiling water, and the fact stated by another officer user has been unfairly targeted and banned from editing. I suggest we also include a section in the wiki about the police report, which was recently published. Article has been edited. Oh, through. Okay, so did they include through? No way. Did they include through? Okay. Grayson questions multiple times whether there was any record of Massey being 1096. Okay, this would be body cam footage. This in the after, in the aftermath, Grayson questions multiple times whether there was any record of Massey being 1096. What does that mean? Police go over dealing with someone with a mental problem. According to the police summary, Massey threw steaming hot water on a chair next to the cabinets. Because they include threw, but so they banned the guy that said that she was throwing water. But again, it was very, very interesting. Oh, Sonny G, let's go! We have another super fan in the house. All right, so I'm gonna go into this and into the stuff I set up here. Okay, so here's the interesting part. So here's the full footage with sound of the guy on the. This is the one on the left. There's no sound. No, actually, this is the footage that was shown first. It's the other guy's angle. Let's play this guy's. Unmute this.
Away from your hot steaming water.
Away from my hot steaming water?
Yeah.
Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Yeah, so he says, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and then he just literally gets triggered.
I rebuke you in the name of You better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fuck.
He literally put the gun up while she's holding a pot. Like, what in the world is this? Okay, look. She doesn't move. Okay, look. She's holding a pot. She hasn't moved.
God, I'll fucking shoot you right in your fucking face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the fucking pot. Drop the fucking
Okay. And then shoots her as if it's like a zombie or something.
19 shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired.
Like 3 times in the head as well.
Drop the fucking pot.
And he's still saying it to her after she's already dead. Let's see.
Bring EMS now. We got a headshot wound to the female. Headshot wound to the female. 1078.
Yeah, so 1078. So just blew her head off for literally no reason. It's like, can't you go use your arms or something? Like it's a hot water. Who cares? Or like, anyways. And then the next one here's from his angle. But so his angle is interesting. Is his audio is muted until after the event, so that raises some weird questions. Okay, so the audio is muted. Okay, so there's him saying, like, drop the pot. While, like, okay, I think he, like, kind of freaks. Imagine you're an old lady that calls the police to come here. And then, but then again, I don't know why she's saying rebuke him. She probably sensed some weird stuff going on. Anyways. And then there's the slow motion of her with a pot. And you could see the steam spilled, still spill on the ground. It says on the bottom right, you can see steam. My mouse covers it up. At the bottom right, you'll see some steam. Yeah, there's some steam there. And yeah, it shoots, and then he turns the sound on soon. So sound's still off, and he turns it on now. I think it turns it on. Right, when is it? Almost turns it on. Still no sound. Still no sound. Turns it on soon. Now, there it is. There. Okay, turns the sound on now. So the guy without sound had it. Turns it on.
I was on. I'm gonna go get my kid. No, headshot, dude. She's done. You can go get it, but that's a headshot.
Okay.
God damn it. God, fuck. Dude, I'm not taking fucking boiling water to the fucking head. And look, it fucking came right to our feet, too.
It's just water. It's like, he pulled the gun out for absolutely no reason. And then, but it's interesting now. Now it's like right before an election season, and she's saying rebuke in the name of Jesus. So she's probably either getting some voice in the head or can sense this guy's trying to kill her, because she said multiple times like don't hurt me or something, in the full footage. And then if you go here, Joe Biden. Let's go Twitter, Joe Biden, and now it's becoming a full on division, like the usual division going on here. So POTUS. Sonya Massey, a beloved mother, friend, daughter, and young black woman should be alive today. Sonya's death at the hands of police officer reminds us that all too well black Americans face for theirs, and then make face safety, etc. So again, using the usual political divide, just political season. He didn't want to be baptized in Jesus' name. But it's like, does anyone have any sense of, like, you're dealing with an old lady that called you, okay? And she's got a pot of water that you told to go look at. And why, yeah, you can't go and restrain her? Like, you're really going to shoot her 3 times in the head? So that was this one. And now what I also did was to make it more drive home the point, because he muted the mic. So I put them both together. I put it both together and then used the audio of the one at the bottom. So this is the top one where his camera. This is one on the other one. And then let's play this.
Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot!
And then he just blasts her head off.
19 shots fired.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Drop the fucking pot!
And here's slow motion. Okay, so there's slow motion. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, now here's slow motion. Now this one here, I have a slow motion, but I used the audio of the other mic and I removed this the video. So this one's just bigger, and I was slow motion from here and zoomed in. So I zoom in. See, her mom told cops prior to arrival she had mental disability and not to send competitive cops. Interesting. Like, why are there cops going absolute? It's like a military state. And then there's
19 shots fired.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Drop the fucking pot!
Okay. So she has the pot in her hand. No, that was just gloves. She takes it down. She's ducking down, and I have it with the audio slow motion so we could hear when he's shooting. Okay, and then just blasts her head off. Okay. All right. And then Tim says there's earlier old black lady with frying pan story from decades. Yeah, one story is repeated, but again, there's like thousands of shootings, and they could use similar stuff. Yeah. So and then here's the full one you could see here, and it was on July 6th. It didn't go viral until weeks after. So this was July 6th. Yeah, I mean July 22nd when they showed the video. July 6th is when it happened, and then all of a sudden got viral last week. So that was interesting. Or like, yeah, last week or 2 weeks ago. So it didn't go viral right away. It was July 6th, so it was a while back. So it's like, like, why do you have a gun, old lady? It's like, are you that threatened? Someone's got a pot of boiling water. Who cares? Like, absolutely, who cares? Even if she throws it at you, you're wearing like a bunch of clothes. Nothing's gonna happen. And she's on the ground when she's doing it. And this is the full video. You can see the link here.
That makes things so much easier. I just need just driver's license will do, and then I'll get out.
Oh yeah, it's getting the ID, get the water, etc. You're in the house with guns trying to kill people. And him washing the blood off his like splatter on his hands and so on. Anyway, so that was a full video. You could watch it. It's interesting. Let's go. Whitney Webb is interesting. I think it's control opposite. But anyways, everyone's control opposite unless proven otherwise. Public mechanics figure out how to make themselves invisible. We'll open this and we'll play this pre-crime.
Shooter.
Actually, we'll do this soon. I just want to get to the other stuff here. Is there a video? Full post. Why did she let them in the house? Well, they told her. I think they said they wanted to come in or something like that. Anyways, just watch the whole thing. And let me know if there's anything else in there. Oh yeah, it was just a weird scenario. And this one here, visibility. Night vision and snipers. Ukraine. Where's the night? I just want to get to a quick thingy. I'll have to read this later. Where's invisibility? The water is at our feet. You can see the water slide down, but it's like tiny. Yeah, there's the water. Here's a body cam, second one. You can see the water right at the bottom right. Yeah, see it becomes steam. So there's what I mean by his feet. Well, it's just a little steam. And there you can see it as the pot falls down, and there's steam on the ground. So yeah, there's something there. Pound running. Whitney Webb is a global trash. Interesting. All right.
Shooters before they can shoot, before they can commit a crime.
way.
So it was overtly calling for pre-crime. At the same time, Bill Barr legalized pre-crime by creating a Department of Justice program called DEEP that actually has arrested people for Facebook posts.
No, DEEP, DEEP.
It's called, yes. It's a real program, and
so,
it's still on the books.
So Bill
and
Barr,
at the same time, he was trying to eliminate encryption also, or at least get a government backdoor into devices that use encryption. And then shortly thereafter, Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner, along with a close friend of Trump, who's the former head of NBC Universal, Bob Wright, were trying to get Trump to create a new agency called HARPA, a health DARPA. And the first program of that they pitched was called Safe Homes, which is an acronym for something else. And what they wanted to do there was data mine American social media accounts, as well as extract information from Amazon Echoes, Google Home, Fitbits, and Apple Watches, and run it through AI to identify if you've been saying something that shows early signs of neuropsychiatric violence, and then based on that determine if you need to go to a court-ordered physician visit, if you need to be put under house arrest.
All right, yeah, that's definitely happening. Again, big data. They'll say AI said you're a criminal and so on. So that's why you got to fill it up with a bunch of math stuff. So you can ask ChatGPT, what's explain what Math Easy Solutions is on YouTube. Let's see. Okay, let's go. There's no Math Easy Solutions. The YouTube channel provides educational content focused on mathematics. Channels designed to help students and learners All levels understand complex mathematicals. Let's go, baby. All right, guys. All right, so Whitney Webb, yeah. So again, I haven't listened to her much, but people say it's disinfo one. Again, like I say, you have to prove that you're not disinfo. Where's the full X post? Why is nothing embedded? Okay, I need this, guys. I need this tinfoil blanket. Okay, this reflects 97% radiated heat, greatly shielding the wearers from infrared sights. Okay, so this is that's invisibility. Okay, I need this tinfoil hat, a tinfoil cloak thingy. Okay, anyways, so these are. It's like, why would they send these like giant police officers? Why are they so trigger happy? Like, just get away. Oh, that is true. If they had a passport. Well, the thing is, books apparently, paper is apparently super powerful. Like Teddy Roosevelt stopped a bullet with this Communist Manifesto. all right. Let's continue further. Bulletproof passport. Okay, this one here from Rotary in Motion. Director of Energy Weapons, 1978 book titled Microwave Auditory Effect and Application. And is talking about the fake alien invasion, forcing one world government on the deceived population. I definitely think there's something to this fake alien invasion happen. And my prediction is during World War III, they're the ones to stop it. And they're going to say the only way to prevent this from happening again is from a one world government, one world religion, and microchip everyone and take CBDCs and yeah, get a one world currency and so on. Let's see, auditory. Okay, see here. I think I already screenshotted this one actually. This is from 1978. Auditory audit. I think this one here. Okay, so now figure out when you hear that voice from a new world messiah who would be speaking from space to all of the sane quote question mark people of the earth who might give instructions to zealots and religious fanatics who would see hysteria and social mayhem on a scale never witnessed before on this planet. No police force in the world, even as a combined front, could deal with the disorder that will follow. A 1978 book entitled Microwave Auditory Effect and Application by James C. Lynn describes how audible voices can be broadcast directly into the brain. And this scenario is actually, I think, in a way, Project Bluebeam occurred with 9/11, where you got the directed energy weapons, holographic projection, and then COVID as well. It's like voices. Everyone in the world getting voices in their head, by listening to the news and so on, that there's a giant pandemic, and then and then the whole world locks in, and then they have to wear. Then they're wearing masks and they're getting scared and so on. So in many ways, this stuff has actually happened. Like a lot of this Project Bluebeam stuff is literally happening as we speak right now, especially with COVID, the big one. But I think there would be actually like directly, not just like symbolically represented, but actually represented. All right, let's see what else we have. There's Joe Biden's handlers tweeting about Sonya Massey. There was that hunter who was shot by another hunter. The bullet hit his pocket knife and saved his life. Wow, you know there are too many weapons where the people are shot in the knife. That is true. But the thing is, did he end up doing a 9/11 speech? For 90-minute speech still in front of everybody, and everyone's like cheering. Wow, he survived an actual bullet to the body. Okay, let's see what else we had. Medusa. This is Medusa one right here. I think we're pretty much done. Weird Eyes and Murderers and Stalin's birthday. Klimt prophecy. Okay, we're gonna do Klimt and then end it. It's been 3 hours. Kim. I actually posted this about this guy. I forgot his name though. But this guy definitely he's definitely getting his info from CIA or Satan or something. So apparently there's a alt Christian movement that's like you can get prophecies wrong as long as you're like general ballpark. Even if you can get it wrong and it's still okay apparently. Like so everyone's just trying to predict prophecies as if some sort of like magical voodoo. So it is very, very interesting. So Medusa, we'll get to Medusa. This is Mob Excess Deterrent using silent audio, direct energy, non-lethal weapon designed by Waveband Corporation in 2003 for temporary personal incapacitation. The weapon is based on microwave auditory effect, resulting in a strong sound sensation in the human head when it's subjected to certain kinds of pulse-modulated microwave radiation. Developers claim that through the combination of pulse parameters and pulse power, it is possible to raise the auditory sensation to a discomfort level. This is one thing I think is happening in the world. They do a slight tiny one on locations, and then just see what happens. And deterring personnel from entering a protected perimeter, or if necessary, temporarily incapacitating particular individuals. In 2005, this is taken over there. Okay, let's see. According to U.S. Navy in 2004, the system would be portable, low power, and have a controllable radius of coverage. Be able to switch from crowd to individual coverage. Cause a temporary incapacitating effect. Have a low probability of fatality or permanent injury. Cause no damage to property, and have a low probability of affecting friendly personnel. In addition to perimeter protection and ground control, a proposed application of Medusa was for use in systems to assist communication with hearing impairment persons. They're saying, they're saying they could do this without permanently damaging people or anything. Yeah, sure. I'm not testing that out. I agree, and it's so difficult to convince others of 9/11 holographic technology even after you show them Scott Meyer's resume. That is true. But again, the missing wing one and the physics is absolutely impossible. Okay, going further, this is the weird eye stuff. Man arrested for stabbing. I will show this one. Man arrested for stabbing mother of his child and gouging both her eyes out. Why does it ask Croc there? What does this mean? I don't want to ask Croc. All right, but anyways, this guy's left eye definitely. This is a targeted individual mind control clone or something. And yeah, that's wild stuff there. And this one here, I made a post about it here, George Bush. Okay, so 4 months after 9/11, President Bush fainted after choking on a pretzel. And it looks like an injection here. And I just wanted to read this caption out. Yeah, 4 months after 9/11, George Bush had what appeared to be a lower left eye injection caused by Chex Notes, a pretzel. And also, I just realized this one here. Someone mentioned it in the live stream chat last week. So then I've seen it before, but I made a post about it here. So in May 2008, identical Swedish twin sisters Ursula and Sabina Erkison displayed superhuman strength as they bizarrely threw themselves onto oncoming traffic. Onto oncoming traffic in the fast lane in UK, getting hit by oncoming traffic. Yet somehow even like a big trailer truck there. Yet somehow survive and start fighting the police. 2 days later, one of them stabbed and killed Glenn Hollingsing head. As Richard Hall and David McKen point out, the twins have been part of mind control, or likely have been part of. Likely, it's just for legal purposes. Likely have been part of mind control MK Ultra / assassin type government program. Been part of a. Okay, that's it. Let's play some of this. There's a side copy of a satanic solemn sigil tattoo posted in Telegram. I think someone mentioned that earlier there. Solemn sigil. I'll have to confirm later. We'll see if actually we'll do that right now. Solemn sigil. Yeah, it's definitely weird. Hey Paul, do you ever feel like you're living in bodies? That is, they're just I have the eye thing going on, but it's my right eye. Anyways, so we got Paul levels getting shot in the face. They got a weird eye thing, but again, we need more info than just like that's the seal of Solomon, that one, or the sigil, the Solomon sigil there. That is inside there. No, where's the sigil? It looks like a star shape inside. This looks like a star. This looks like a star there. Is there a bigger one? Well, you can go to the bigger one. Let's go to the bigger one. Well, use the screenshot of the bigger one, not the smaller one, guys. Okay, used it. Okay, I'll go to that soon. I'll play this one here about the identical twin sisters.
2 women caught on CCTV, putting lives at risk by walking down the central reservation of a motorway. It sparks a police...
Okay, I don't know I have to zoom in to see it, so I'll go back. Holy cow. Okay, this one here. Open link. Let's play the video.
2 women caught on CCTV, putting lives at risk by walking down the central reservation of a motorway. It sparks a police response, but this is only the start. As officers approach, the women run into the fast lane. One is hit by oncoming traffic.
Yeah, so one guy got hit.
Remarkably, neither is seriously injured. The women are twin sisters from Sweden, but what happens next baffles officers.
Yeah, she runs into it and gets hit by a truck. I think they cut off it.
Frozen the pictures here because of their shock.
I want to find it. If you guys have the original, just send me it on thingy. So Prince gets hit.
Mike Alpha, we need ambulance. Senior officers to the scene. We've got 2 possible fatals.
Without any warning, one of the women breaks away from the officer into the traffic and
gets
is
hit.
by a lorry. Then her sister also runs out.
What is going on here?
Tango 3-3 on arrival.
And she gets up. And starts running away.
Females have ran out into the carriageway. It's got 2 serious casualties. We're going to need air ambulance.
One is in a critical condition, the other's unconscious after hitting this windscreen, surviving an accident which would kill most people.
Oh, they got the tinfoil
But
hat.
as she comes round, the situation escalates.
She gets up and runs away and beats up the police.
Overwhelmed by her strength, the policewoman calls for backup to prevent another major incident on the opposite carriageway. The Swedish woman is in fighting mode, and it takes 6 people to restrain her.
6 people to restrain a woman.
The air ambulance arrives and both are finally taken to hospital. But for those left behind, the experience has been traumatic, particularly for the lorry driver who hit one of the women.
She just run out in front of us.
Since the incident, one sister has been convicted of assault and sentenced to a day in prison. Her
A
twin
day in prison.
recovered after 7 weeks in hospital. Sophie Hutchinson, BBC News.
Yeah, and then they apparently killed someone, I think. And then 2 days later, one of them stabbed and killed Hollings, or at least that's what they're supposed to be. Yeah, so I think we found out some like robotic superhuman woman there, clones there, like, or assassin type killers. She was trying to fight the police after getting hit by a trailer truck. So here's one thing I know. She definitely has more than just 2 X chromosomes. She's probably got like at least 7 chromosomes, like X, Y, Z or something. She's got X, Y, Z chromosomes. Reporter's last name's Hutchison. Interesting. Okay, they're using the Hutchison effect on for superhuman strength. All right, guys, that's wild. And then watch the make sure to watch a Richard Hall show. Okay, so that's that. And then the other one I was gonna play. Okay, that was. I think we're pretty much done. I had something else before I was gonna end this. Shanksville Horror, George Massey, Voice Skull. This one here. What did I last want to see? It's the lorry driver. I feel sorry for. He's like, what in the world am I watching? Lorry. Okay. Duncan. Created. Okay, I haven't looked at that skull there. What else did I want to see before I ended it? Oh yeah, the Kim Clement prophecies. Okay, last one, guys, and then we're ending the show. Kim Clement. Kim. So here's Kim Clement, and this one, Antichrist 45 is a good video on it. On this breaks it down. But here here's the longer one. So on April 4th, 2007, the late and alleged, so he died in 2016, and he also so he thought Trump's gonna be the president in 2016. He gave him, I think, a book or something, or took a photo with him. So April 4th, 2007, the late and alleged prophet Kim Clement said that Trump would become president and a trumpet for God. Bill Gates will open up the financial realm for the church, and God will not forget about 9/11. And the 9/11 comment again. Once you grasp info, 9/11 is direct energy weapons, free energy tech, dustfication. It's not Osama. Then that's confirmation he's getting his info from CIA or Satan himself.
This that shall take place shall be the most unusual thing, a transfiguration, a going into the marketplace, if you wish, into the news media, where Time magazine will have no choice but to say what I want them to say. Newsweek, what I want to say. The View, what I want to say. Trump shall become a trumpet, says the Lord. Trump shall become a trumpet. I will raise up the Trump to become a trumpet, and Bill Gates to open up the gate of a financial realm for the church, says the Lord. God said, I will not forget 9/11. I will not forget what took place that day. And I will not forget the gatekeeper that watched over New York, who will once again stand and watch over this nation, says the Spirit of God. It shall come to pass that the man that I place in the highest office shall go in whispering my name. But God said when he enters into the office, he will be shouting out by the power of the Spirit, for I shall fill him with my Spirit when he goes into office, and there will be a praying man in the highest seat in your land.
All right. So he doesn't actually specify Trump being president in this one, but but a lot of people say that he was talking about him being president, or they misconstrue it, or they're just forcing it that he's saying he's president. But but his other stuff does sound like someone like Trump. But he doesn't say directly, so that's the key thing. But on another part, he gets 9/11 wrong. In other words, he's saying he's getting info from God, and God's getting the 9/11 wrong. So in other words, he's not getting his info from God. He's getting it from CIA or Satan himself. But it's interesting the way he talks here. And he also says, if you look at, if you try to see how he phrases this, he says, I will not forget 9/11. I will not forget what took place that day. And I will not forget the gatekeeper that watched over New York, who will once again stand and watch over this nation. So in other words, another 9/11 is going to happen on New York. So if he's getting his info from Satan, you got to read between the lines. So another New York setup there. And that's the October surprise. October surprise 2025. So 2008 document. It's 2008 document right here, titled "Global Trends 2025: A Transformed World," predicts a scenario of a global pandemic, mass immigration, and an October surprise of an extreme weather event. October surprise 2025. In the following fictionalized account, global attention, inattention, climate change, etc., will create a giant event, an extreme weather event on October surprise. And then it involves, or they wanted to do this, relocate New York Stock Exchange to a less vulnerable location is considered. So in other words, a second 9/11 is going to happen in New York. Anyways, that's from Kim Clement himself, if you read between the lines, with the assumption he's getting it from Lucifer himself. Because again, you get 9/11 wrong, and you're saying that you're getting it from God. You are not... And you talk like a bombastic a-hole. Yeah, so this is from Antichrist 45 guy, and he goes through a documentary on his biography on him. But apparently he's part of this, the Kim Clement's part of this like prophecy church.
Intrigued by the mystical atmosphere in his
and also he was like a drug addict and so on, and then he got taken up by some prophecy preacher people. Let's see what he says here.
Adherents of the prosperity gospel, theology, and theology, Paula White, such as Paula White, Robin Bullock, Kenneth Copeland, Johnny Enlow, and others. The reason for that is that these people are heavily steeped in the New Apostolic Reformation theology, which includes the Seven Mountains Mandate heresy. But in addition, they are almost all adherents of the prosperity gospel, as well as aligning themselves with the QAnon delusion. All of these things have the net effect of poisoning Christianity to such an extent that the true gospel of Christ has become lost. It has been...
wait, Mark Taylor, the Trump prophecies. Oh yeah, that's part of that thing. Where's the prophecy? Okay. Let's see some stuff here.
Embodies the things of this world. Yet so many Christians look to these preachers as literal prophets of God and accept their alleged visions as being divinely inspired. And perhaps no other preacher in recent years has had such an impact in this area than Kim Clement. About 2 years ago, I did a deep dive into the prophecies of Clement.
Okay, so, and he also a whole bunch of stuff. He says Bill Gates is going to be open a financial realm of the church, and instead he opens up the gates of hell. Okay, let's go Kim Clement wiki, and then I'm going to end this one here. Kim Clement, why does it not have it? And he's also South African too. Elijah list. What does this mean? Elijah list. Kim Clement prophecy. Is that it is called to transmit around rule and agreement holy fresh daily prophetic manna from the Lord regarding days in which we live. Okay. Yeah, so it's various members of the prophetic movement have credited their exposure or popularity due to their writings on Elijah list included. Anyways, some other stuff there. That'll be for another day. Actually, Elijah list. I think that's. I just want to get to the website. Elijah list. There's external links. Okay, let's see what the about page is. This is just interesting stuff. So one of the Elijah lists, somehow they're prophesizing President Trump suggested 3 debates. Harris finally agrees to one of them. All right, they're pro-Trump. Oh my God, is this the one? Where's the Kim Clement website? I think I posted it somewhere here. Kim Clement. No, I don't have this website here. Anyways, Kim Clement official website. What is it? House of Destiny. Okay, this is his official website actually. Yeah, prophetic rewind, and you can see all of his alleged prophecies. Okay, and I just wanted to do some more stuff. Israel update. What is he talking about? Israel's looming war with Iran. Let's go. It's actually
partnerships are vital to our global outreach, enabling us to take the love and hope of Jesus.
Encouragement, tourism business that been held. They've been able to hold Iran back from reaching a nuclear weapon. Wait and see, which is a crazy promise. You know, this is like literally.
Oh, look at his hands! Holy! Can you guys see his hands? Or am I the only one? Okay, I'll make it bigger. Yeah, see his hands. Where is he watching this from? How do I get it zoomed in? Okay, I hate that there's no like medium. Okay, look at his hands.
Threatening us with a nuclear war.
He's doing this.
Yeah. We know for sure from Israeli sources in the intelligence and diplomatic sources that even Putin has been in touch. And Russia is the biggest ally of Iran right now. They depended on Iran because Iran sends them all their drones. Oil. They help them with technology and oil. Not oil, literally. Oil. Russia is a supplier of oil. Israel.
Okay. Knowing. Okay, so he's doing the hand thing. So now here's we're doing live research right now. So he's doing the hand thing. He's doing the hand. So when you already suspect someone of being an agent, and he's doing this hand stuff, you definitely know he's an agent. Okay.
What's gonna happen?
I'm gonna do is fast forward 16 times speed and see how long he does the hand thing for. Let's play this. I'm gonna mute this. How do I mute it? Okay, mute and play. Okay, 16x speed. And see his hands, how long it does it for. Okay, there's no hand thing, but maybe the camera's covering up the hand thing. Show the hands. Okay, let me see how long he does it for. Just to confirm. Yep, it's a Mr. Burns hand thing. I have the book actually. The Mr. Burns hand thing. Okay, let's see what he does here. Anyways, let's see what this guy does. Okay, he's not doing the hand thing yet. When does he do it? Okay, now he's doing the hand thing. Now he's doing it for good. Let's see how long. A minute. He's doing 10 seconds, 20. It's almost a minute. Yeah, he's doing it. Oh, he's doing it again. He's still doing it. He's still doing it. He's doing it. DT dropping bombs. Let's go. Keep going. Yeah, let's do the hand thing. Let's keep going. Oh no. Okay, now he's done the hand thing. Actually, let's keep going. Let's see how long. Alright, so I think he stopped doing the hand thing, and okay, there it is. House of Destiny, okay. So definitely check out the hand thingy. And yeah, so I'm going to end this stream in a few seconds. I just want to, so definitely see the hand thing, and this one here, I did this with this guy for an hour. This guy created Bitcoin SV, who claims to be Satoshi Nakamoto. And he's doing the hand thing for like literally hours. For like an hour straight, like that. And then there's MES doing the hand thing. And another big one is Trump's lawyer does the hand thing, like in Congress, like nonstop. And this guy here, when he said he had cancer, and he has doing this hand thing, I'm like, what in the world's going on here? He's like, thank you, look at that. And this guy here from the Christchurch led shooting, he's the police guy's doing a hand thing forever. There's the hand thing that he's doing, and ready and go. He's going to do this for forever. Does it, like, the whole press conference, he does the hand thing the whole time. And he also does a weird holding hands one. There's Elon Musk with the Dragon. He's doing this, and he's also creating the Dragon, Space Dragon X, whatever. And he's doing the hand thing on top. You got this fake comedian guy doing this, and he was mocking anti-vaxxers and anti-maskers. This guy here is the Dawn of Killer Robots. That's the hand thing. That was interesting. And this is Prince Andrew does it too, but also Alan Dershowitz does it all the time. This is Trump's lawyer, Epstein's lawyer, O.J. Simpson's lawyer. And this guy here, a CIA director, literally says, we lied, cheated, and stole. This is Mike Pompeo. Literally, as he was saying.
As a CIA director, we lied, we cheated, we stole. It's, It was like, we had already.
So he's saying as a CIA he was doing that, but also he does the hand thing. I think at least, yeah, he does the hand thing several times throughout this. So he's doing the hand thing non-stop. See that?
The sanctions regime from North Korea.
Anyways, so he does that, and listen what he says.
As a CIA director, we lied, we cheated, we stole. It was like, we had entire training courses.
So the entire training course on lying, cheating, and stealing. All right. And now here's this is Alan Dershowitz, literally in front of Congress, trying to defend Trump, and he's doing this non-stop, but it's so blatant. He's like, see, he's doing this the entire time. Like, what is this? It's just like a full hour or two. Like he's talking to people like this. Like, all right, this is wild stuff. Okay, so that was Alan Dershowitz, and last one, and then we're going. Let's see and then once I made this giant thread in 2018, so way back. This was getting pretty viral, according to my standards. Let's see here. So my standards, it was getting pretty viral, and then Netanyahu and his buddy start changing it up. So Illuminati switching up their hand signs after the old one was exposed. Let's play this. So this is a new one. If you see someone like this, if you see someone doing this in public, like, just run away. If you go to a party and you see someone standing with his legs perpendicular and doing this, go away. Like, it lifts it up too. He's aiming at it. Alright, guys. Red Cow, Third Temple. And again, Japad thing. It's a subplot. It's not the plot. It's part of World War III. Almost every major religion has a end time scenario happening, and it's like all surrounding around Israel, and definitely something's happening there. But again, it's like following the script for all of them, but neither is running it. It's like the Chabad is just some insignificant Jewish sect. They're just somehow connected with all these puppets like Trump, Putin, and them. Anyways, we'll get to some stuff like that. I might do like a QAnon PSYOP deep dive maybe. Okay, that's it, guys. That is all for today, guys. Is there anything else? I'm gonna say that's it. We're done at how many hours? 3 hours 31 minutes. Let's go. Thanks for joining, everyone. Okay, I am. That's it, guys. I'm gonna end it. Either a Mason or a ballet dancer when they turn the feet out. Yeah, that is true. They're a ballet Freemason ballet dancer. All right, guys. Awesome pod, Rotary Emotion. Thanks. Glad you liked the pod. And there's someone sent a message. Okay, and mute there. Alright, guys, that's all, guys. Thanks for joining, and have a good one. I'm ending the stream in 3, 2, 1. And also, next week, that's Live Dallas, you know it. I'm joining his live stream. Let's go, everybody. It's going to be epic. Alright, that's all, guys. Have a good one. And stream.